What is going on? Welcome to another Sunday night live stream. Tonight I'm answering your YouTuber questions, your creator questions, your gear questions, your mobile questions, your app questions, whatever questions you have about creating content on YouTube or just creating content in general. I've got answers for you. And if you do have a question, I just put it right here, how you can ask. I'm not using the form today, just ask question, what you see right here, and I'm going to pull these out of the chat in the order that I received them, and I'm going to do my best to power through as many of them as you can. But before I get into them, I want to say, how's everybody doing? I hope you had an awesome week. I hope your weekend has been great. I see Doug is in here holding it down, and Andrew from LL in Carolinas is about to hit 2,800 subscribers, so huge congratulations to you. Huge congratulations, man. You're going to be at 3,000 subscribers before you know it. That's pretty amazing. I got a different background today. Those of you who remember, I'm in an Airbnb. I just had like a white, boring little background. So I ordered one of those little the twisty backdrop things that pop open really big. I got one of those and I'm shining some lights up on it. So I like the dark vibe a little bit better. So, hey, Goku Pump. Hey, what's going on, my man? Nice to see you in here, dude. I've been watching your stories, watching your growth on stories, watching your growth on YouTube, dude. Super pumped for you, man. It's been amazing watching your journey, going from where you started and now seeing how fast you're growing. And dude, man, I'm super pumped and excited for you, man. Congratulations. Nice to see you, by the way. And I love watching you pick people up. I see you down there picking people up, man. Never skip leg day. Tish says, are those like the windows for your car? Yeah, kind of like that. They twist up into a round. This one's kind of big though. This one's quite large, but when it untwists, it pops open, big enough to fill the background. And it's just out of the crop of the camera here. You're almost at 200. What? That's insane, man. Yeah, dude, I remember, man. You're almost at 200,000. Listen, I know you're on stories. I know you're on YouTube and you're crushing it there. I haven't seen you on TikTok yet. If you're on there, I apologize. But dude, your content is so good. You need to be on TikTok if you're not on there yet. You're going to blow up over there. It's just a matter of time. Also, man, don't neglect places like Instagram Reels, which I actually think are on Instagram Reels as well. Don't neglect Dub Smash or Likey or Byte. There's a lot of short form apps where you can upload your content to. You can build huge communities over there as well with the content that you're making. Timer Bernard, how you doing, man? Big up every time. G. Michael Jr., how you doing, sir? All right, so Wade, I believe, was in here first. Hey, Dutch K. Jim, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Love the thumbnail. Yeah, trying something a little bit different today. Wade says, how do I get access to the StreamYard channel? Are you talking about the StreamYard YouTube channel? If that's the case, just head over to YouTube, go to the search bar up there and type in StreamYard. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to be presented with a bunch of people making videos about StreamYard, so you're going to have to look for the actual channel name that's called StreamYard, and just go click and watch their videos. Now, over on the StreamYard channel, the second Saturday of every month, I do YouTube channel reviews. They're free channel reviews with Daniel Battelle. And those of you who don't know Daniel, you're missing out. You need to get to know Daniel. So that means this coming Saturday, Daniel and I will be live for 2 hours doing channel reviews over there. So you definitely don't want to miss out on that one. Freedom Stacker, how you doing? Nice to see you in here. It's me, Christina. It says, hello, D, coming to learn. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, I'm going to be answering everybody's questions today, and it looks like we got the first one right here. From Uncooked Fishing, it says, I took your advice and I moved non-related videos from my channel, and I'm getting lots more views. Does this mean YouTube is directing my channel? Well, okay, so what this means is, so your channel before, you had videos live that didn't really have anything to do with what the core of your channel was about, right? Your value proposition, what you were telling people your channel is about. And you're confusing YouTube and you're segmenting your audience. So you're pulling one particular type of viewer in from a type of video that has nothing to do with what's happening on your channel. So by unlisting those videos, you're now making your channel more streamlined and you're pulling in only the right type of viewers. As you only pull in the right type of viewers, YouTube is learning about the type of viewers that are coming to your channel. And then they're going to be able to match up the right viewers, so on and so forth, as you grow. So that's the thing. Anytime you're throwing up a mixed bag of content, I'm not going to say it's impossible to grow. It's just you're going to grow a lot slower than if you target a particular type of audience and then make every piece of content for that audience. I mean, think of it this way. So on my channel, I make videos to help mobile content creators, to help YouTubers, to help live streamers and creators in general. Imagine if I started uploading occasional videos of me waxing my car, or let's go grocery shopping. Let me do like a grocery haul. You'd be like, D, what is going on, right? But people who like the grocery haul, people who wanted to learn how to wax a car, they would come in and they would watch those videos, but they wouldn't be interested in the rest of my content. And that would definitely handicap my channel. Midwest Merchandiser, how you doing? 5,000 almost on TikTok. Yeah, man, the growth potential on TikTok is absolutely huge. If you guys are not uploading to TikTok, and it's not only TikTok, you've got TikTok, Dubsmash, Likey, Byte. Actually, I'll show you. I'll show you all of the ones that you should be uploading to. If you're trying to grow communities outside of YouTube, let me show you. I'm just going to put this up to the screen here. Hopefully it focuses. Likey, Byte, Dubsmash, and Triller, in addition to TikTok and Instagram Reels. You can be uploading short form content there and building communities over there. There's no reason you shouldn't be doing it if you're trying to grow. Right on, man. I'd love to see it. Yeah, you're missing out, dude. If you're not on TikTok yet with what you're making, dude, the content you're making is fire. You're going to blow up on TikTok. Just the same content you're putting up with shorts and on Instagram, put that same stuff up on TikTok. Same exact thing. Use the hashtags, use some popular music that's inside of the TikTok app, and it's only a matter of time you're going to blow up over there. I'm learning a lot from you. Jamaica is watching. Man, I went to Jamaica. I was in Negril, Jamaica, 25 plus years ago. Mobile Gaming, how you doing? Okay, it's me, Christina. Says question, how do you feel about YouTube premieres? Are they necessary? No, they're not necessary. Nothing's necessary, but it is a tool that YouTube gives us. What it comes down to is this. Are you having success with YouTube premieres? For those of you who don't know what premieres are, YouTube premieres is where you can publish a video, right? It's a pre-recorded video. But while that video is playing, you have a live chat where you can chat with your audience. Right? Some people are having a lot of success with premieres. Some people don't have success with premieres. It's something you're going to have to test out to see if that boost actually helps your video or not. If it helps you, then that means that your audience responds positively to premieres. Continue to do them. But if you find that it's not helping, okay, I upload a premiere and it does this, this amount of views. If I upload a normal video with no premiere, it gets this similar amount of views. Then why are you uploading premieres, right? It's something that you're going to have to test to see what works with your channel, with your particular audience. Thank you, Doug. Says if you have a question for D, put question in front of your question. Kind of like a question inception. You got it. Artist Haven says question, should you do playlists more for edited content or your live stream shows? I'm reworking my homepage and I'm not sure what's more important. I have a big opportunity and I don't want to blow it. Well, first of all, I want to say, yes, you're an amazing artist and you do have an amazing opportunity, but I don't want you to think in terms of you're going to blow it. Talent, you're not going to blow anything, right? It just, if you optimize your channel a particular way and it doesn't work, then you just need to optimize it a different way. So you're not going to blow anything at all. What you're doing right now is you're experimenting to find out what works best for your channel and your audience. What I would do in your situation is, because you have live streams that are longer and you have pre-recorded content that's a lot shorter, I would group them together not only by pre-recorded and live stream, but I would also group them together by the particular type of art that you're making, right? So if it's a particular type of fluid art, then you can build a playlist around that particular thing if it's a live streams. But here's the thing about live streams. It's going to be a lot easier to get somebody to binge watch, 5 or 10 minute videos versus here, binge watch an hour-long live stream and then go on to the next live stream. That's going to be a more difficult sell. So for you, I would focus on first building playlists together that have your short form content, shorter form content, 5, 10, 15, 20 minute videos. And then if you want to put your live streams in a playlist, that's fine. But I just wouldn't expect too much out of it because that's a big ask of someone's time to watch an hour or 2 hours and then go on to watch another hour or 2 hours. But you can do that. But don't worry, you're not going to blow anything. Fat guy, what is going on, man? Great to see you in here. So this question, have you ever had to change your upload schedule? I'm stressing it. I've been daily uploading for 514 days. Hold on. First of all, we need to appreciate what a grind it is to upload daily for 514 days. Yet here's the thing, don't overthink it. Don't overthink your upload schedule. Find a schedule that you can be consistent with. And if that means you miss some uploads, that's perfectly fine too. Your mental health is way more important than your upload schedule. YouTube isn't going anywhere. And there is such a thing based on based on where you get your traffic. Okay, based on how your traffic is coming in, there is a thing called viewer fatigue, right? And it depends on your traffic source. But like if you're making your audience choose between videos, like, oh, I just watched one of his videos. I don't want to watch this next video. I just watched one, right? They might be skipping a video. So if you've been uploading daily for 514 days, I would wager your channel's changed quite a bit in that time. And if you're thinking about dialing it back a bit, upload once every 3 days, see what happens. You might actually find, and you're only going to find out through testing this, you might grow faster and get more views if you upload less, right? It depends on your audience. It depends on your traffic sources, but it's definitely something that you should test out. Look, 514 days, that is a long time to be doing the same thing. So if you're thinking about dialing it back, totally fine to do so. Go for it. And don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. If you dial it back and you're riding it for a while and you're like, you know what, this isn't working, views are tapering off, you can always step on the gas and come back to it later. But don't upload at the sake of stressing yourself out or trying to burn yourself out, because that can definitely happen. Question, time box moments in media. Question, when I type my video title into search, it doesn't come up. Any idea why or what I can do about it? When you type your video title into search. Okay, so here's something that can happen. And now I'm not familiar with your channel, and so I don't know how old your channel is. I don't know what kind of channel authority you have. I don't know how many videos you have or how long you've been on the platform. But if your channel is newer, that could be the reason, because you don't have any channel authority yet, and it can take a while to actually come up through the ranks. Likewise, if you have been on the platform for a while and you still don't have a lot of channel authority, it can still take a while to come up through the ranks. Now, even if you have been on the platform for a while and you do have some channel authority, but you're finding that you still can't find your video, the thing about search traffic is sometimes it can show up fairly quick. Sometimes it can take several months. I know for me, if I'm making a video and I'm targeting search-based traffic, right, just different traffic sources, but if I'm targeting search-based traffic, which means that somebody's going to go to YouTube, search for how to do something and find me, sometimes that can take up to 3 months before I start to rank there. So if you just made a video and you haven't found it yet, I would do first of all, I would make sure you're pasting in the correct title. Another thing is take your browser and put it in incognito mode. So if you're using the Chrome browser, they're going to have an option for you to put it in incognito mode. So there's no user data history or nothing that YouTube is actually collecting from you. YouTube is it's a blank canvas. Paste it in that way and see what happens. Also, paste it in over on Google, google.com, paste it in there. Sometimes Google will actually rank your videos faster than YouTube will. But it can take time. Like I said, for me, it can take up to 3 months sometimes. So could be that. And by the way, if you want to drop the title, and Doug, if you can help me keep an eye out for this, if you want to drop the title, paste not the link, take your title, paste it in the chat, and I'll have a look. I can have a look and see if I find it. And I think you got a super chat. Super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated, man. All right. What do we got here? Rocky Mountain Resale says, question, do you think offering closed captions on your video is significant enough for growth pleasing YouTube to warrant the time and or money for both small and large channels? Well, the good news is you can add your own captions. You don't have to pay anybody to do it. You can watch a tutorial. You can learn how to add your own captions. It won't cost you anything. You can do it yourself, right? You're going to pay for it with your time, or you can pay someone like rev.com, which I believe they charge. I know they had a price increase, but it's $1 something per minute. Here's the thing. With captions, and show of hands, how many people, and you say yes if this is you, how many people watch YouTube videos with the captions on? Even if it's sometime, even if it's while you're lying in bed and maybe your partner's sleeping or your kids are asleep, or maybe you're just keeping the volume down for whatever reason. I turn on captions a lot, right? A lot of times where I'm trying to be quiet for whatever reason, the volume is completely turned off, but I'm watching the captions. Now, here's the thing. YouTube makes its own captions. So even if you don't make captions, YouTube will make its own captions, but they're not the best. It's not perfect. So you can let YouTube make them on their own, right? Auto captions, and it does a pretty good job. Not perfect, but it does a good enough job so where you understand what's going on. But if you want to perfectly dial it in for free, do it yourself. Otherwise, I do it as much as I can. Sometimes I forget. Like if you see it, I don't do it on live stream replays, but I do it for videos unless I forget to do it. Because I think it's something like 8 or 9% of, because you can get the data on that. I think it's like 8 or 9% of my traffic watch it with captions on. So that tells you something. Never. Yes, I do sometimes. Okay, some people do. I think if you can do it and afford it, it's well worth it. Yeah, like I said, YouTube is they make their own. So even if you don't do it, YouTube will make their own. It's just not always perfect. So if you have particular words or brand names or certain slang words that are unique to your niche, YouTube might not get those perfect. I think I missed so we got no, I do sometimes, never. G. Michael Jr. says yes. I love watching with captions. See, there you go. You just answered your own question there. I love watching with captions. When in doubt, think of the viewer first and think about, what do I like, right? What do I like as a viewer? Do I like captions? The answer is yes. Make sure captions are in there, but YouTube makes them on their own, right? I like this. I like that. Okay, well, maybe other people are like you. Other viewers are going to be like you. So always think of the viewer first. Ask yourself, do I like it? Then think about the viewers are probably going to like it too. That'd be the viewer second. Hey, how you doing?
Super chat.
I appreciate the super chat. Long time no see. Greetings from Norway. Funny thing about that. So my girlfriend and I just yesterday finished watching the Netflix series Ragnarok, which was based out of Norway. So I can't wait to come to Norway one day. I've been all over the place, but I haven't been to Norway. Been to Iceland, which is close. Haven't been to Norway. One of these days. Let's see. Okay, question. What's your opinion on the new poll option in live streams? Has YouTube said what their intention is putting in a live stream option? I have no idea. I think that anything YouTube can give us to better create engagement, to help us, a perfect example, like I just asked everybody in here, hey, do you watch captions? Yes or no? If I could have had a poll, then we could see a visual poll here. We could all see what the majority of people are into instead of me having to go through and look, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. So I think tools like that are really cool. I don't know anything beyond that. Hey, D, taking your advice. I started a new facts channel and it gained over 15 subs in 3 weeks with 15 videos. Okay, right on. I just want to know if the growth is good and should I proceed further? Here's how you measure yourself. If this month was better than last month and next month is better than this month, then you're heading in the right direction. And if the answer is no, I'm going the opposite direction, then it's up to you to figure out why that is. Keep in mind, you only have 15 videos. That's not nearly enough to figure out anything. Go make 100 videos. Right? When you have 100 videos, that should give you enough data and enough direction so you can understand, okay, well, people like this or people are not liking this. But plan on making a lot of videos. Blue High Tech, hey man, how you doing? I haven't seen you in quite some time. Going backwards here. Question, have any referrals on who to delegate editing to? Video editing? Good question. I know my brother has a video editing service that is being beta tested. I don't know for sure if they're taking on new clients right now or what their threshold is for how many clients they can take on. This is a question to go ask my brother, Nick Nimmin. Hop in on any one of his live streams, ask him if his video service, actually Doug might know if he's in here. You would think that I would know what's going on with my brother, but I don't. Find out if his video editing service is open to the public yet, because I know some of the video editors that he's working with are really good. So if that's the case, I recommend going over there. D pulls off that purple colored wall a lot better than I ever could. Why, thank you. It's just lights. It's, you know, I've got the Aperture RGB lights. Let me see what I got. So I've got the Aperture RGB lights, and I can just change the colors. I have them set for purple, and I can show you. So I can change them to like a blue color, a little bit of a blue shift. I can change them to white and just kind of like gray this out a little bit. I got a couple presets in there. I think I've got a darker purple maybe, and maybe a lighter purple. Yeah, I dig it. Thank you. I appreciate the kind words. All right, I'm seeing what questions I've got here. Okay, do shorts count towards 4,000 hours to be monetized? Yes and no. Okay, there's a thing called the short shelf, the YouTube short shelf. Let me pull up the YouTube short shelf just so everybody's clear what we're talking about here. So on the short shelf, it's going to look, that's a heck of a picture right there. The short shelf right there, Shorts Beta, that's what the short shelf looks like. And you can come through and you can scroll across and click into shorts that way. When your short video is inside of here, when somebody's viewing, every view that comes from inside of here, subscribers that you gain from here do count towards getting monetized. Watch time hours do not count towards getting monetized. However, that video can also be recommended to people across YouTube. It can show up as suggested. It can show up on the homepage. It can show up for your subscribers on your channel page, and all of those views do count towards monetization. So the answer is it depends on where the view comes from. Short shelf, no, but if that same video is viewed anywhere else, the answer is yes. Question, what are some of the best laptops for streaming, especially if I'm using StreamYard? Hey, Tier Talk. That's a great question, and I don't have the answer to that. I think Roberto Blake has I believe Roberto Blake has a best budget laptop video. I don't know how recent it is, but I know he's made one. I'm streaming with, right now, it's called Dell XPS 15. It's not the model that came out, I don't know if it came out this year or last year. I think this is like the 2018 model, maybe, but it's the XPS 15. They've got the XPS 13, 15, and I think the 17. This thing's a beast. I completely maxed it out. I mean, you can run StreamYard on a phone. Just give you a reference. You can run StreamYard on an iPad. You can run StreamYard on a phone. I would think that any laptop that has at least, if you can bump up to like 16 gigs of RAM, I think you're probably going to be okay. StreamYard is browser based, so it's not a resource hog. So if you're using something like OBS or Streamlabs or vMix or one of those are going to eat up a lot of CPU because your computer is doing all the work. StreamYard is browser based, so they do all the work. The work's done in your browser, and it doesn't tax your computer anywhere near as much as something like OBS does. That's why you can run it easily from your phone or from your laptop without a lot. So I would say anything. Again, I always try to upgrade your RAM if you can. So if you get 16 gigs of RAM, go with that, and you're probably going to be okay with any laptop moving forward, especially anything that you buy today. Right? Anything that you can buy today is probably going to work. But go over to Roberto Blake's channel, see if you can find, I know he did like a best budget laptop. It wasn't specifically for streaming. And another great person to ask is David Foster. David Foster has his own, what is his, I think he changed the name of his channel. Give me a second here. David Foster, Geeks Life. I think it's Geeks Life, but he might have changed the name of that. I got to double check. Yeah, it's called Impartial Geek. I'm going to drop a link to his channel. Actually, he is probably the person to ask about anything stream related when it comes to like specifics about graphics cards and RAM and stuff like that. David is his name. He's pretty much the closest thing that we have to a stream wizard. Question, how do I make people interested in watching my videos? Okay, that's a great question. And I don't know what type of content you're making, but looking at your avatar, it looks like you could be a gamer. And looking at your name, it looks like you could also be a gamer. Here's the thing about gaming. Gaming is hard. competition is fierce. If all you're doing is saying, watch me play the game, watch me play, and that's all you're doing, you're not going to make it, right? But if you figure out something new to bring to the table, could be your amazing personality, could be you're really funny, maybe you're really entertaining, maybe you're a great gamer, maybe you teach people how to play the game. You're going to have to come at gaming at a particular angle. You're going to have to think of an angle to bring people in, because everybody is just doing watch me play the game. Watch me play the game. And if you're not entertaining, if you're not or funny, or you're not great at the game, or you're not teaching people how to play the game, you're lost in the sea of gamers. Right? I don't know if Sweeney Dunstan is in here. Sweeney, if you're in here, speak up. Go watch Sweeney Dunstan. Sweeney is growing a Minecraft channel, and I think he's over 10,000 subscribers now. But he's been successfully growing a Minecraft channel from zero, and he's doing a really good job, right? And you can see his progression and the things that he's doing along the way. He also has a YouTube channel. I believe it's Sweeney Dunstan YT, where he's helping new gamers get started as well. The main thing is you have to think about something new that you can bring to the table. Because if you're doing the same thing everybody else is, you're going to get lost in the shuffle on that one. Gaming is tough. Gaming is really tough. So is music. Construction Cronies, how's it going, man? Nice to see you in here. That's a fact. Hi, how are you? I'm doing great. Hope you're doing well in Norway. I don't like hearing myself for 5 minutes. I don't like hearing myself for 30 seconds. The sound of my own voice. And this is something that most people have to go through, is like when you hear your sound, like your voice recorded on, an audio or in video, and you're like, does that really sound like that? Yeah, that's what you sound like. It takes some getting used to. I don't like it either. Hey, Shelly, how's it going? Pixelpia, how you doing? Heavy Metal Chef, how you doing? Dr. Stan in here lurking. How you doing, sir? Hope you're doing well. Dr. Stan, what video did I watch? I watched one of your videos maybe 2 weeks ago. It was something about insulin. It was an insulin-based video. And I watched the entire thing. It was a long video. Because I completed the entire thing, I can barely open up YouTube without YouTube recommending you one of your videos now. So YouTube is doing what it's supposed to do. Yeah, Pete Johns can tell. He says, music is hard, but man, gaming seems to be even harder. Yeah, the thing about music is you can still have your own style of music, but let's say you're playing Call of Duty, right? Like it's still Call of Duty. And you got to think about something to bring to the table. And that could be your personality. Maybe you've just got an amazing personality and people just think that you're just, fun to hang out with, right? Or you're entertaining or you're funny or whatever it is, or if you're not that, you need to be really good at the game, or you're teaching people how to play the game. I love using Dr. Disrespect as an example. And I know he's a huge channel, but he brought something new to the game. He brought an over-the-top personality that's larger than life. He's like a WWE wrestler turned gamer, right? He's so over the top. He's so absurd, and it works, right? He brought something new to the table, and he just stuck with it, and it totally worked. Gaming is really tough. Shelly, I hope you're doing well. Question, are you using TubeBuddy? I think you mean TubeBuddy. I do use TubeBuddy. I use TubeBuddy. I use vidIQ, and I use Morning Fame. I don't always use a tool. I've been doing this long enough to where I've got a pretty good idea, what people are looking for. Of course, I use, Google as well, and YouTube. I just go there and I start typing in what I'm looking for, and it gives you the drop-down option. Okay, here's some title ideas. I get title ideas for that a lot. Most of my videos are just solving problems, but tools are good. Tools are good. The thing about these tools is you have to understand that tools are not going to make the difference between you having a viral video or not. Tools can help you find an opportunity, right? It's still up to you. Even though, let's say TubeBuddy, for example, TubeBuddy says, hey, this is a great keyword. You should run with this keyword. There's a lot of search volume. You got 100 out of 100 score. You can probably rank for this. It's still up to you to make a great thumbnail that people are going to click on. It's still up to you to make a great video that people are going to watch a good amount of, right? You can get all the great scores and completely blow it with your thumbnail. Or maybe your thumbnail is great and you completely blow it with your video. If your hook isn't good, they're going to click off. So those scores don't do a lot of work in terms of they're not going to keep people watching. They're not going to make people click. All they do is they find an opportunity, and that's where people get these wrong. They think TubeBuddy and vidIQ, they think that they're growth tools in terms of install this tool and you're going to grow. Like views are magically going to happen. That's not how they work. They help you find an opportunity to choose the right topics. Still up to you though to make a banger video. Thumbnails are huge. Thumbnails are the doorway to your video. If you don't have a good thumbnail and you don't get clicks, you don't get views, right? Starts with the idea, the topic, the title, then it gets to the thumbnail. And if nobody clicks, nobody gets to your video. Yeah, Luria is fantastic as well. I hate that they're not streaming on the same channel together now. Question, if a short video has gone on a short shelf once, can it end up on there again? It can. You know, like everything else on YouTube, every video is based on performance. If your short went into the short shelf and it performed really well, then there's a good chance that it will eventually come back. If it didn't perform very well and it just was in there for a short amount of time and it's gone, it probably won't pop up again unless something happens where that short becomes relevant again and YouTube wants to test it out again against a new group of people. Then it might pop up there again for a short amount of time. But like your long form videos, everything is based on performance. So if the short did incredibly well, yeah, it might come back. But here's the thing, when you look at the short shelf, right? If I go in here and I look at the short shelf right now, like look at what's showing up here, right? Looking at the short shelf. 2.8 million views, 4.6 million views, 365,000 views, 2.6 million views, 2.8 million views, 485 views, right? They do throw a bone in there every now and then. 9.6 million views, 8.2 million views, 14 million views, 4.1 million views. So out of all of these videos that are hundreds of thousands of views, YouTube put one video in there that had under 500 views. All the rest here in the main shelf up here at the top without tapping in, they're all videos with hundreds of thousands and millions of views. That's what you're competing with, right? So when you're like, why doesn't my short go back into the short shelf? Because competition is fierce and it's all based on video performance. Let's see here. Scully's House of Thrillers, my man. I haven't seen you in quite some time. Hope you're doing well. It's fun when it happens. I'm glad YouTube does that for people. What is the best video editing app for Android? Well, since you didn't say free or paid, I'll give you both. If you're looking for something that's paid for Android, I'm going to go with probably KineMaster. KineMaster is probably my favorite paid app for Android. If you're going free, I might go with CapCut. CapCut or VN or VLLO. I think VN might have an upgrade feature, maybe it's VLLO, but the free version is still pretty good. Pete John says, TubeBuddy is like a good microphone. You still need something good to record. Absolutely. $1 million studio, crappy content equals crappy content. Man, that is a great analogy, right? $1 million studio, $1 million studio with an artist who doesn't know how to use the equipment, who records a bad song. You still end up with a bad song. I love that. I think I just missed a super chat. Where are we at here? Hold on. I'm backtracking here through the chat. There it is. Gulf Coast Granny. Super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, thanks so much for your help in the member stream this evening. I'm ready to go live again next week. My pleasure. I'm happy to help. That's what the streams are for. Christina Smallhorn, how you doing? Nice to see you in here. Hope you were doing well. It's me. Christina says, do you think it's worth the time to change video titles and video thumbnails for old videos to get them back into the algorithm? Yes, if you made it, okay, it depends on where you are in your journey, right? Like, so I made videos earlier on my channel where I wasn't that good in front of the camera. I mean, I'm still not great, but I'm better than where I started, right? So earlier videos, I wasn't good at hooking people in. I wasn't good at keeping people watching. So my audience retention suffered. So no matter what I did, if I want to go back and change the title or change the thumbnail, that video is still probably not going to perform very well because I didn't do a good job with the video. So what I would say is this: if you've got a decent amount of data on that video and the views that did come in left you with a good audience retention report where people, wow, not everybody was leaving at the beginning. People watched at least 50 or 60%, but I should have gotten more reach than I actually did. In that case, if it's been up for several months now, or even a year or more, I usually wait about 3 months on average before I start doing a lot of changing. But if it's been up for a while and audience retention is okay, then yeah, change the title, change the thumbnail. But if the audience retention is trash on that, if the graph is bad and only 15% of the people finish the video, then your title and thumbnail isn't going to help a whole lot. It's better to take the skills that you have now and just make new content. Remake that old video, right? If the audience retention is bad on that old one, say, okay, well, I'm a different creator now. I've learned a lot between now and then. Remake that video, but make it better this time around. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, that one gets legs. Question, your brother went and changed all of his old video thumbnails. Well, yeah, my brother's a beast. You have no idea the level of beast that guy is when it comes to what he does on his channel and how he looks at the data. Yeah, just don't. You can't say, well, Nick did this. Like, Nick's a beast. Nick is in a class of his own. Question, do you have any news when you and your girlfriend can leave Mexico? I'm hoping to meet you and your brother and people of video in October. Yeah, I'd love to meet you too. Jury's out. Jury's out. We think we might be able to go back in September. We think, because they're letting people come back in now who have been vaccinated. So if we get vaccinated, there's a good chance that we're going to be able to come in September. If that's the case, then once I get back to that side of the world, I don't think I'll be coming to this side of the world again until next year. So there's a lot in the air. I'm supposed to speak at Vid Summit as well. So that's going to depend on where I'm at, because another thing, I don't want to, there's a lot going on, right? Like, while things are getting good in the US right now, for example, things are getting worse in Asia, right? It's different variants over there. Things are a lot worse in Asia. Vaccines are really slow to roll out. So if I get back over there and it looks like if I leave, I can't get back in again, I'm definitely not going to go out to get stuck again. So we'll see. Fingers crossed, this is all going to get behind us. And if so, then I'll definitely see you there. If not, I'll see you in 2022. A lot of unknowns right now. Got my second shot today. That's what I'm talking about. I want to get this behind us. Get this behind us. Hey, Jeff says, question, do you know how to get unbanned from YouTube live streaming if you're not in the partner program? Okay, what got you banned in the first place? Did you have a community guidelines strike? Did you have copyright violations? Like, what got you banned in the first place? Or were you never allowed to stream in the first place because you never verified your channel? I would have to know what the problem is. Without knowing what the problem is, I can give you a blanket answer telling you to reach out to YouTube on Twitter. Their handle is @TeamYouTube. Reach out to them and say, hey, how can I get back on live streaming again? What do I need to do? What hoops do I need to jump through? You may or may not be allowed, because I don't know why why they're prohibiting you from actually live streaming in the first place. Eric Waits, Whiskey Studies. How you doing, man? Yeah, there it is. Team YouTube. There you go. I have no clue. They won't tell me. So there has to be something inside of your admin that told you why you lost streaming capabilities, right? Something about a community guideline strike. You did something for them to turn off your live streaming. And if you go inside of YouTube Studio, there's going to be a record somewhere in there that tells you why you can't live stream. D, can you come to, I think you meant Texas, and hang for a year or so? Did you mean to write Texas? Yeah, well, we're probably going to come to Texas when it comes to getting vaccinated. So they're vaccinating people here in Mexico. So we're either going to get vaccinated here soon, and if that doesn't happen, we are going to fly to, because it's a medical situation, they are allowing medical. We can't, my girlfriend just can't come in for like, hey, I'm coming to US. It's got to be for like work, or it has to be for like medical reasons. The vaccine is a medical reason. So Texas is the closest place for that. So we might be in Texas. Texas. Yep, we actually might be in Texas. I think we fly, the direct flights coming out of here fly into either Houston or Dallas, I believe. I was able to live stream. They randomly took it away from me. I can't find any record. It's in there. You got to dig harder. It's in there. Without knowing what it was, I can't help you. What I can recommend is creating another channel and go live on another channel. Again, without knowing what you did, reach out to them on Twitter, Team YouTube. That's the best thing. Without knowing, I can't give you any more information than that. But if it's a community guidelines violation, they will ban you for 90 days. I think it's 90 days. It was 90 days at one time. Question, why are a lot of YouTubers getting demonetized and what is the reason? Great question. Let me hydrate. And by the way, while I am hydrating, I want to thank StreamYard for sponsoring today's live stream. That's how I'm streaming today. That is how I'm showing your comments on the stream. You can stream with StreamYard up to 20 hours per month, totally free. Got a link to them down in the description below. Check them out. If you want to go live, it works on your phone, works on your iPad, your tablets, Mac, PC, all the places. Okay, so there's a lot going on with YouTube right now in terms of there's been some policy guideline changes, racy comment, firearms content, and that sort of thing. It could be because of that without knowing what type of content they make. But I know there's been a little bit of policy changes and tweaks on particular types of content, and those are getting demonetized. There's also an issue going around right now where foreign creators were supposed to fill out their tax information and update their tax information. And if they did not do that, YouTube can withhold up to 24% of their earnings from AdSense. So make sure you check in on that as well. Yeah, breaking the YouTube partner program policies is the overarching reason. Yeah. I reached out on Twitter. Thank you, PS. It's been more than a year. Okay, yeah. So you either messed something up big time or you fell through the cracks. Yeah, a lot of people are, they get demonetized for all sorts of reasons. They're breaking the rules. But you got to understand, YouTube is also becoming more strict about things. They're tightening up their policies. They're getting rid of, like if you're making content that's questionable or spreading misinformation or hate or any of that stuff, they're playing whack-a-mole with that stuff. Lisa Hawker, Roger Wakefield told me to check you out. Listen, Roger is just one of the nicest guys I've ever met. Him and his wife, but his entire team, actually, just the nicest people I've ever met. So Lisa, are you a YouTuber yourself? Are you a mobile content creator? What is it you're doing on YouTube? Thanks for coming by to check out the channel. I love Roger. I'm going back through the stream here. Things are getting bad in Australia too. A friend is on lockdown for the 4th time. Yeah, like it's getting a lot better in the U.S., but it's getting a lot worse on that side of the world. Excuse me. Moving backwards here. Trying to answer. By the way, if you guys have a question, just ask it like this in the chat. I'm going to go through as many of them as you can. Visit your mom and then go to VidSummit and another place. Man, I can't wait to see my mom again. She just got her 2nd shot. So once I'm fully vaccinated, then I hope to see her before going back to Asia. That's the plan. I'm just hoping everything coordinates, right? Like this is just kind of a weird time. I'm trying to get home. VidSummit's coming up. Want to see my mom. Got to get the jab. There's a lot to juggle. I hope everything falls in alignment to where I can kind of do all the things. It can change on a dime. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm going back through. See, you're looking for questions. Let's see here. Hey, Naptural Arcia, how you doing? My tongue's a little bit tied today. Not unusual. Okay, question. How do I get my channel to get more subscribers? I feel like I get a burst of few subs, then I don't get any. It isn't consistent, if you know what I mean. I do know what you mean. How do you get more subscribers? Okay, what I'm going to tell you, let me look at your channel real quick. I'm not going to pull you up as a channel review, but I just want to see what you're doing on your channel. ARD USA. Give me 1 second here. ARD USA. Let me see what you're doing. You're a gaming channel. ARD USA is a gaming channel. You are playing. Okay, so first of all, I want to say this. If you're going to play a game, play the game. What you're doing on your channel, so you're playing Minecraft. You've got an update on the World Trade Center. You have an update on it snowing in Virginia. You have a video about the Georgia runoffs. You've got a video on, is Virginia a southern state? So what's happening here on your channel is you're uploading a hodgepodge of content, right? You're not really speaking to any one particular audience. Your top videos, your top Minecraft world trade that is relevant, okay, for the world trade. So Minecraft. So your top videos are Minecraft. And that's great because that looks like what you want to do. What you need to do is go through and unlist any video on your channel that doesn't have to do with Minecraft. Because what you've done is you've brought in people who are interested in those topics and they're not into Minecraft. Right? You don't want to segment your audience that way. If you're going to do a gaming channel and it's going to be Minecraft, every video needs to be Minecraft. Okay? So focus that way. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend. Ladies and gentlemen, Roger Wakefield. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you are doing well. Getting back to Minecraft, right? Here's what I want you to do. And this is going to seem counterproductive to what you think is going on YouTube and what you think other people have recommended, okay? Instead of focusing on subscribers, which everybody wants to do, I get it. I did it myself because you want to hit those milestones. You want to reach the partner program. You want to get monetized, right? Instead of focusing on subscribers, what you're doing here is you're putting the cart before the horse. What I want you to do instead is focus on learning how, in your case, you're a gamer, and I don't know if you're streaming. Let me double check. Are you recording? Okay, so you're not actually streaming this, I don't think. No, you're doing pre-recorded videos, which is great. So what I want you to do, instead of focusing on subscribers right now, because subscribers will come, I want you to focus on learning how to edit your gameplay so it looks like an amazing piece of content. So when somebody clicks on your thumbnail, right out of the gate, they're like, oh my God, look at this. Watch this person play Minecraft. You need to learn how to become a really good editor, right? Learn how to edit your gameplay so it is really easy to watch. It moves, it's entertaining. Maybe you've got some music behind it. Maybe you're doing commentary over it. You need to become a great editor, okay? You need to learn how to make really good thumbnails. Go look at what you're competing against when it comes to Minecraft. Competition is fierce. Go look at the top channels, study their thumbnails. Look at what makes their thumbnails look so good, then look at your thumbnails. Your thumbnails need to be at least as good as theirs. And you need to learn how to become a great editor. Look at the topics that they're choosing. Study the best Minecraft channels, study their topics, right? You need to go to school. You need to learn how to choose the right topics. You need to learn how to make a better thumbnail. You need to learn how to edit your gameplay better so people actually want to watch it when they click on the video. If you do that and you start uploading consistently, right? Consistently, you're uploading here or there, consistently uploading those Minecraft videos, quality videos that you've learned how to edit, subscribers are going to come. They're going to come because you're getting better, right? And you're going to suck at first, and that's fine. We all do, right? We all start at zero. We all have to learn how to do these things. You have to learn how to do them too. You know how to play Minecraft, but you don't know how to edit. You know how to play Minecraft, but you don't know how to make a thumbnail yet. See where I'm going with this? Learn how to do the important things first, and you'll never have to worry about subscribers once you've mastered those other things. And all those other things that are not Minecraft, unlist them from your channel. Yes, you're going to lose the views. Yes, you're going to lose the watch time. But overall, that's going to help your channel in the long run because now you're going to build a community of people who are interested in Minecraft. That was a long answer. Going Green Mom says, question, if you are testing a different way to do something, how long do you go before making a choice or when to choose better? If you question, different way to do something. Can you give me some reference on that? So if the question is, how long before I change a thumbnail, or how long before I change a title, or how long before I decide if I'm in the right niche and I do a channel pivot, like those are all different answers. Where does your traffic come from YouTube, right? For example, if I upload a video and like I have my own personal baseline where I know where the click-through rate should be for my channel. And if I upload a video and I know, wow, that's not performing really, that thumbnail is not performing really well for the traffic that I'm currently getting, which is usually browse-based traffic when I first upload, which means that it's on the homepage of YouTube. When people first open up YouTube, there's my video. If that's not performing well, YouTube allows us to look at real-time click-through rate data, right? Click-through rate is the percentage of people who actually click on the thumbnail. So I'll change that in real time and try to get it to a place that I like it. Once I get it there, because a lot of my traffic eventually ends up being search-based traffic, where people are going there looking for something, then I'll usually leave it alone for 2 or 3 months. And if it's still not performing after 2 or 3 or 4 months, then I go in and I do a completely different thumbnail, totally different style, change the title. I might change the description a little bit, and then I see what happens. Then I might wait another month to see if something happens. So there's a lot of variables here, and I can't give you a straightforward answer without getting more information from you on exactly what it is you're trying to change. And if you give an answer to that, I'll try to keep an eye for it in the description. Question, can you suggest an Android editing app without a watermark? That would be CapCut. I think CapCut does not have a watermark. Oh yeah, so you're talking about somebody losing their right to stream or getting a community guideline violation. Yeah, these are reasons. Reused content, repetitive content, invalid click activity. Yeah, those will get you banned as well. You're too kind, Golf Coast Granny. Too kind. Let me see here. Right back at you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Question, sir. I have recently started my vlog channel, and I'm currently vlogging with a phone. Please guide. Okay. First of all, you're in the right place if you're doing this with your phone. I have videos talking about all sorts of different things that you can do, how to vlog with your phone, the right microphones to use, so on and so forth. Here's the best advice I can give you as a vlogger. Okay. As a vlogger, you have to come up with topics that people are going to be interested in. If all you're doing is like, hey, watch me go to the grocery store, nobody cares about that. Nobody cares if you're going to the grocery store, right? But if you learn how to tell a story, if you learn how to wrap something in and you can interweave that story into your vlog, then you can start to pull people in and captivate them, right? You've got a hook and you take them on an adventure. You've got this arc that you go through, right? Instead of just like turning on your phone, walking around, saying a bunch of stuff that doesn't really mean much to anybody, which you can do that, right? But if you can learn how to become a storyteller, that's where you're going to win as a vlogger. Of course, Casey Neistat is the absolute granddad, grand poobah of vloggers. Cody Warner is a fantastic vlogger. Study vloggers who are successful. Don't copy them, but look at how they tell a story. Look at how they start their video. Look at the hook that they use to pull you in. Look at their titles. Look how they choose their topics. Look at their thumbnails. Study the people who are doing well. And another thing I can give you in terms of a tip, in terms of vlogging with your phone, and a lot of people make this mistake, and that's when you're vlogging and you're holding your phone. Doesn't matter if you're looking at this. Well, most people vlog with the selfie cam. Don't look at the screen, right? The worst thing you can do, and I see so many people making this mistake, when they're vlogging or recording with their phone, they're looking at themselves in the viewfinder instead of looking at the actual lens, right? The lens is going to be the tiny, tiny little hole over here. That's what you want to look at. You don't want to look at the lens. You don't want to look at the viewfinder because you want to make eye contact. Imagine, because I'm speaking to you right now. Right now, I'm speaking directly to you, right? I'm making eye contact. You want this to be personal, right? So if you're vlogging, you want people to have that connection. Imagine if the entire time I'm speaking, I'm looking over here and I'm just talking about whatever it is and I'm doing X, Y, Z and I'm like, hey, come along with me, look at this thing, or I'm trying to tell a story and I'm looking over here. That's what happens when you're looking at your viewfinder. So make sure you look at the lens and try not to shake your phone. Try to have a steady handle on your phone there. Question, I've been making content for 1 year and I've only got 6 subscribers and I have 45 videos. Is this normal? I would say that's on the lower side. Let me have a look at your channel here, MRK Plush Series. Plush Series. Let me see if I can find you. Okay, so you're doing plush videos. Hold on, I'm looking at your channel. I'm just going to pull. By the way, I'm not getting into channel reviews today. I'm just randomly pulling this one up here. Okay, MRK Plush Series. Subscribe for more plush videos. This isn't necessary, but I can tell you right now, like you don't need that. People, they're going to subscribe, or they're not going to subscribe. You don't need that. Okay. MRK short, Redbird's heartbreak. MRK movie, MRK plus years. Okay, so the first thing that I can tell you that's happening here, you're doing your titles wrong. So MRK, you don't need that. MRK movies, MRK plus years. That's like nobody's looking for that, right? MRK movie. None of those. Like you need to get rid of these out of your title. Those are hurting you. Okay. So now let's just say here, and I'm just spitballing here because I'm not into plush series, but let's just say theoretically, I'm guessing this is Angry Birds. So Redbird's credit card. Okay. I'm guessing this is Angry Birds. So your title here is Redbird's credit card. Right? But that shouldn't be it. So this is Angry Birds. Why is Angry Birds not in your title? So Angry Birds plushies. So if I type in Angry Bird plush here in YouTube, this drop-down menu, these are topics that people are looking for. Angry Birds plush video, Angry Birds plushies, Angry Birds plush series. Like this is what you should be making videos on. So plush, plushie red, Angry Birds plushie red bird. Angry Birds plushie red bird, Angry Birds plushie series, Angry Birds plush movie, right? Instead, you're just saying Redbird's credit card. Your title means nothing, right? Your title doesn't make sense to anyone. Same here, MRK movie mind control. You have to understand that this is metadata that you are giving YouTube. You're telling YouTube what your video is about. And you're telling YouTube what your video is about, but you're not giving them any information, right? MRK movie, get rid of that. Doesn't mean anything. Okay, mind control. That doesn't mean anything. Is this another Angry Birds? I don't know what this is. Blue Bird gets a hold of laser kingpin. Okay, so I think it's Angry Birds. So let's just see. Angry Birds mind control. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know anything about your niche, so I do apologize. So if I come in here and I just start looking at Angry Bird mind control stuff, oh, there you are. You're ranking for that, but there's nobody looking for that, right? So Angry Birds mind control, this wasn't a very good topic. So here's what I got for you. You need to learn how to write titles, right? You need to learn how to write titles in a way that people are actually looking for them. You need to think like a viewer thinks. You need to go to YouTube, you need to go to Google and start searching for things that are relevant to your niche. And you need to put those keyword phrases in your title. If it's something about Angry Birds, you got to have Angry Birds somewhere in your title. You can't just put the titles that you're putting in there because nobody's ever going to find you because you're not giving YouTube enough information. So if it's about Angry Birds plushie should probably be somewhere in your title. It should be somewhere in your description. You should have tags about Angry Birds and plushies. And I'm going to drop a link into the chat. Hold on here. Creator Academy. So first of all, I just want to tell you, I want to congratulate you for being on YouTube and putting in the work for a year. You're still going, you're still putting in the work, even though you're not growing at a speed you probably want to grow at. So I congratulate you for sticking with it. If you can learn the proper way to write titles and how to structure everything, you'll put in the work. So you will succeed if you learn how to put in the work. So here's what I want you to do. I'm dropping a link into the chat right now. This is from the YouTube Creator Academy. Totally free series of courses created by YouTube. YouTube made this. You log in with your Gmail account and you can start with the basics, and they teach you through many courses, and they have questions at the end where they teach you how YouTube works. They teach you everything about YouTube. So go through that. It's going to take you a while, but when you finish that, you're going to have a better understanding of how YouTube works. I also want you to spend some time on YouTube looking for tutorials, learning how to write a title, right? If you can do that, that's going to be a huge step for you, right? Do that, come back and talk to me when you're finished. New channel member.
Welcome to the Neminati.
Orlando Girl 247, thank you for becoming part of the Neminati. We do have a private Facebook group. If you go over to my community feed on my channel. It's just going to say community. Tap on that. You need to go down a few posts and you're going to see a link to a private Facebook group. Go there, click on the link if you're on Facebook. Facebook's going to ask you, hey, what's your YouTube channel name and all that. Make sure you fill that out so I know who you are. And you can ask questions there. I usually check in once a day or once every other day, and I answer any questions you want over there. We also have a members-only stream every single Sunday. So if you want me to do a channel review, dig into your channel, give you tips and advice and that sort of thing, I do that every Sunday at 6 p.m. CST, which is about an hour or so before this stream goes live. So thank you. Hey, Adrian, how you doing? Question, I post regular content often, but once I started posting YouTube shorts, I started averaging more views. Why is this? It's a new feature. More people are interested in YouTube shorts right now. That's not the correct way to say it. A lot of people are interested in YouTube shorts because it's a new feature. YouTube shorts does end up on the homepage there on YouTube, so it gets in front of people. So if you're making videos that end up there, and that's called the YouTube short shelf, where it shows up on the front page, you can get a lot of views that way, right? They're fast views, they're quick views when your video's in the short shelf, and then your video leaves the short shelf and the views kind of go away. So that's what's happening, right? Don't bet everything on YouTube shorts. Continue to make long form content as well, but mix in shorts in addition to making your long form content is a good strategy. My shorts are doing terribly lately. Most people are having a hard time with shorts because everyone is making them now. Right? Competition is, early birds got the worm on this, right? Everyone is trying to make shorts now. It's super competitive, where just a couple of months ago, it wasn't as competitive.
Super chat.
Thank you so much for the super chat. How do I get more views? Okay, let me have a look at your channel here. And by the way, this is what the members streams are for, and this is what the private Facebook group is for, where I can, so just to give you an idea, here in the live streams, the general live stream, I can just do like a glance over. But over in the Facebook group or the members live stream, I can actually spend a lot of time on this and kind of dig in and help you come up with a content strategy. But I will give you a quick look here. Hold on. Orlando Girl 247. Orlando Girl 247. Let me see what you're doing here. Let me see. I'm trying to get an idea. South of the border. I'm going to pull your channel up really quick here. Orlando Girl. Okay. Orlando Girl 247. So I'm guessing Jess is your name. Nice to meet you, Jess. Uploads. Trying to see what you're doing here. Maskless, breaking news, Cabana. So is it safe to say that you're making videos about, is it Disney or Florida tourism in general? All right, so here's what I want you to do, Jess. Before I dig further, because this is we're gonna have to come up with some strategy here, and I hope you're in Facebook, because this is where we can kind of workshop this together. Here's what I want you to do between now and by the time I either see you in the Facebook group or I catch you in the member stream. I need you to think long and hard about who it is you're making videos for. Who are you making videos for, right? So the next time I talk to you, be it on Facebook or in a members live stream, when I say, Jess, tell me who you're making videos for. And so the answer could be, I'm making videos for tourists who want to visit Florida. That might be your answer. I'm making videos for tourists who want to visit Florida, right? If that's your answer, that's fine, but that's what I'm looking for. I need you to think that through, because YouTube is a long game, right? This is going to take a while. There's a lot of focus, a lot of strategy involved, but it needs to start with you understanding who you're making videos for. So think about that. And then I'll see you either on Facebook, where you're going to tell me what that is, or you're going to catch me in the next member stream, or you're going to tell me where that is. Then we're going to start putting a strategy together for you. Okay. But I need to know what that answer is very clearly before I can move forward and help you along the way. Dan Tana's in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going, my man? Hope you were doing well. Florida in general. Okay. Well, we're going to workshop this a little bit here. Florida in general is too vague. It's too vague. You need to go think about it as peeling back the layers, right? You need to go a couple layers deep. If you just say, I'm making videos about Florida. Okay, well, are you making videos about people who want to open bank accounts in Florida? Are you making videos about people who want to create a LLC in Florida? Are you creating videos about people who want to move to Florida so they cannot pay state tax? Are you making videos about the best surgeons in Florida? Are you making videos about tourism in Florida? If it is tourism in Florida, what type of tourists? Are you looking for budget tourists? Are you looking for people, middle-class tourists? Are you looking for tourists who are looking for luxury accommodations? You follow me? You need to be able to pinpoint exactly who it is you're making videos for. Are you making videos for spring breakers who want to visit Florida? Follow me? I need you to really kind of put your focus together on that one and really think through who I would make videos for, right? Right. Are you making videos about Florida? Are you reviewing Florida theme parks? So you really got to think this through. Be as detailed as humanly possible. You might even go as far as saying, I'm making videos for tourists, say middle-class tourists, who want to take family vacations to Florida, right? That's a very specific audience. So think about who that is. I'm broke. Quan, my man, what is going on? I'm making videos for people who have ears. Quan. Oh, I love it. American Thai guy. And then, really? Thai. Yeah, this is my brother from another mother right here. Quan, I hope you're doing well, man. One of these days, I'm going to get back into Thailand. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, you're making videos about Florida alligators, right? There's a lot of stuff you can make videos about. The more detailed, right? Think about a niche within a niche within a niche. The more detailed you can figure out who you're making videos for, then we can come up with the proper content strategy. But just like Florida, man, that's wide open, right? Are you trying to help people get jobs in Florida? Right? So think that through. Insane McLean, how you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm looking for, I don't know if you're on Facebook or not, but if you are coming over to the group, looking forward to seeing you over there. If not, we'll have another members live stream next Sunday and we can dig in deep, and that gives you plenty of time to think about exactly who you're making those videos for. They said they weren't sending notifications to subscribers, even with the bell, in case they watch shorts. When did they roll that out too? That's what hurt me, I think. What, they said they weren't sending notifications? Yeah, so notifications can be a little bit, oh, wait a minute, hold on. They said they weren't sending notifications. So you were saying you were uploading shorts and you turned off the notification. So subscribers were not getting notified when you uploaded a short, but you think they were getting notified when you upload a short? Yeah, so YouTube does this weird thing with notifications. It can be good and it can be bad, right? So how many times have you subscribed to a channel, even you turn on the bell notification, but you don't get notified when somebody uploads a video, right? YouTube looks at your interaction with the channel. The more you interact with a channel, the more you watch their content, the more you engage, the more YouTube is going to give you notifications, even if you're not subscribed, even if you don't have notifications. I mean, you're not going to get a notification if you're not subscribed, but YouTube will put their videos in front of you again if you're not subscribed to the channel, right? But on the flip side, you're subscribed, notifications are on, bell notifications are on, but you just don't watch the videos anymore for whatever reason. Time they upload, you've lost interest, you've been busy, whatever. YouTube sees that and says, okay, well, this person is not interested anymore, so we're not going to send them so many notifications, even though you might want the notifications. So the notification system is a bit wonky. Sorry, I make videos, but I hesitate too much when I start to vlog, although I create good story for my vlog, but I lose confidence. Okay, the best way to become better at anything would be what? Do it a lot, right? If you lack confidence, it's because you haven't done it enough yet, right? If you are hesitating, it's because you haven't done it enough yet. Look, the first time you walk out in public and you're trying to record something and you turn that camera on you, you're like, oh my God, everybody's looking at me. Everybody's looking at me. People are going to think I'm an idiot. All these things rush through your head and you start feeling self-conscious about what you're going to say. Maybe you're going to rush through it and it's not going to be that good. But you know what? Everybody goes through that. Keep doing it. Keep doing it anyway. Push through it. If you're not confident, push through it. Keep doing it. The more you do it, the better you're going to get. I promise you. And you will get to the point, if you keep doing it and you keep doing it consistently, you will get to the point where you won't care anymore what other people think. You'll whip that out and you'll just make an awesome video and you'll be able to make a great vlog. So you get over this hurdle that you've got in front of you right now by making videos, right? Do the thing that you fear, right? It's making you lose confidence. You have to do it. You're hesitant about doing it. You have to do it, right? You have to do it until those hurdles are not in front of you anymore. I did my first short a couple weeks ago. Right on. Congratulations. How did it do? Shorts are tough right now. But I will say this, if you're already making a short, take that same short, upload it to TikTok, upload it to Dubsmash, upload it to Likey, upload it to Byte. You already have the content. Why not try to build other communities on other platforms? Question. I have been wanting to start a survival channel. If I don't want it under my personal name, how do I go about getting a unique name and setting it all up? I need 100 subscribers. Okay, so here's what you do. Angus MacGyver. Okay, I love the name. First thing you need to do is have a Gmail account. So if you have a Gmail account, that's your personal name, create a second Gmail account. Actually, let me drop a name. Hold on here, a website name check. Now, this is not going to tell you if a Gmail account is available, but this will tell you what names are available across other social media platforms. So when you do a check, it's going to run a check. You know what, let's just do this for fun. I'm going to share my screen here. Hold on. Share my screen, name check. You need to refresh it. So let's look for a name. Let's just say, and I know this isn't what you want, but survival. Oops, I spelled that wrong. I spelled that wrong. Let's do Angus. Angus makes shelters. I know it's going to be available. Oh, actually, here's the thing. This is kind of wonky. You actually need to refresh the page every time. Whoa, what just happened? Actually, let me pick something that's difficult so you can see that. Let's just do let's do think of something here. Let's just do how if I could spell creator workshop. All right, so here's what happens. If it's green, it's available. So the first thing you're going to see is the .com. So creatorworkshop.com is not available. Then you come down to the bottom and you see username. So it's not available on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Reddit. Now, some of these every now and then are wrong. So you definitely want to click on these and double check them. And anywhere where it's green, it's available. Anytime it's red, it's either not available or it's not pulling up the information. So what you can do is go through here and you can search for the survival name that you want to use. Find a name that's available on Twitter and it's available on YouTube, right? Then go create a new Gmail account under that name. If that name's not available, you could put whatever survival official could be your Gmail account. Create a new YouTube account. You can name it whatever you want to name it. Once you hit 100 subscribers, then you can actually get a custom URL. So it's youtube.com/whatever your name is. Pixelpedia. Make sure to hydrate.
Super chat.
Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for reminding me to hydrate. I appreciate it. Wait, that's not Angus MacGyver. That's Jack O'Neill. Hey, Mike. How you doing, man? Nice to see you in here. Let me see. Going down here. Going through the chat. D, I always have to talk myself into turning on the camera. The pre-roll anxiety is real. So how many videos do you have? How many videos do you have, Gulf Coast Grinding? But I can tell you this. Again, thanks to StreamYard for sponsoring today's show. I can tell you this, I have 150 plus videos on this channel. I've made lots of videos for other channels. I've done tons of live streams on other channels and so on and so forth. I still get a little uncomfortable in front of the camera when it comes time to recording. Live streaming now is I can live stream in my sleep, right? I don't even have to, when people invite me onto a live stream, I don't even really need to know what the topic's about. Just hey, we're going live. Just let me know 5 minutes before we go live what the topic's about. And as long as it's in my wheelhouse of expertise, I don't have a problem with that. Recording video is another matter because I know when I hit record, I need to say things in a way that makes sense. I know my hook has to be strong. I know I need to communicate effectively to where I can make sense and keep people watching and so on and so forth. So I get a little bit jittery as well when I go to hit record, even after making tons of videos. Live streaming, not a problem. You'll get used to it for sure. Yep. I stopped giving a damn. That's what I'm talking about right there. Okay, the testing things, I was doing shorts. After shorts rolled out, they said not notifying. I'm testing short content that aren't shorts. How long should I test before deciding on a path? So, okay, by your channel name, Going Green Mom, I have the impression that your channel is about going green, vegetarian, maybe just teaching people how to grow vegetables, everything, just health and nutrition and that sort of thing. I wouldn't overthink your content strategy when it comes to shorts, okay? I would make shorts that are relevant to the content that you're making on your long form content. So if you're making 5-minute videos about, and I don't know what your channel's about exactly, but let's say it is about going green, becoming a vegetarian or a vegan, right? That's what your channel's about. Make sure your shorts are about the same thing. And just upload your shorts, right? Don't overthink it. Upload your short, move on, and then go record another video, then come back in a couple of days and upload a short, and then come back and record a video. Don't overthink it, because right now shorts there's still tons of opportunity there, but it's becoming increasingly more difficult to get noticed in shorts with the short shelf, because everyone is making them right now. Let me take a look at your channel real quick. Going Green Mom. Going Green Mom. Okay, so you've got 285 videos. Okay, so Going Green Mom, learning to pursue my dreams no matter what life throws at me. Let me just pull you up here so everybody can follow along. Going Green Mom, learning to pursue my dreams no matter what life throws at me. Go to low histamine meal for help. Okay. Why I follow his. I think I've looked at your channel before. This rings a bell. Popular uploads. Okay, shorts. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, so it looks like Simply Summer Decluttering Challenge Day. Those stuff. Rosemary. I'm just going to sort by most popular here. All right, so here's one thing I like to do with channels is I like to look for patterns, okay? And right away, go to low histamine meal for helping to heal. Switch to Simply 5. I'm not sure what that is. Wash and water, demo of the cuppet. Minimalism day 1. Okay, that's also a short. Minimalism day 1. Okay, here's what I would like to see you try. Instead of worrying so much about what's happening with shorts, because it looks like your shorts are hit and miss. Some of them work, some of them don't work. It could be the timing when you upload them. It could be the topic. It could be how you put the video together. There's a lot of variables to do that. But what I would like you to notice here is this video, how to cook low histamine meal for helping to heal, right? 800 views. This has dominated your channel. Like none of your other videos even come close to this, okay? And here's one small little tweak that I want you to think about moving forward, and everybody can think about this as well. And that's the video you got here. By the way, this is a really good call by putting your highest performing video up top. That's a smart call. So here's what I want everybody to look at. Going Green Mom. And here's the shift I want you to think about, okay? Learning to pursue my dreams no matter what life throws at me. Okay? Learning how to pursue my dreams no matter what life throws at me. Now, I want you to look at your top video. Go to low histamine meal for helping to heal. Okay? You are helping other people learn how to go to histamine meals, low histamine meals. Okay? So your top performing video is you helping other people. Your channel art, your value proposition, what you're telling people your channel is about, is learning to pursue my dreams and what life throws at me. The shift that I would love for you to explore and to test, instead of worrying about shorts, I want you to think about how you can change that value proposition, how you can change content on your channel where it makes it about you. And I want you to think about how you can shift that and make it about the viewer. Think about what videos can I make that specifically talk to a specific user where I can help them. Like this, man, you knocked this out of the park. What other videos can you make about low histamine meals, right? What else can you do about low histamine meals or things that are relevant to low histamine meals? Or if somebody's interested in low histamine, what else would they be interested in? Make those videos and title them in a way to where it's helping them instead of this is what is going on with me, right? And same thing with your value proposition. Make this about them, because people are on YouTube to learn how to do stuff. They're learning how to cook recipes. They're learning how to get fit, how to get healthy. They're learning how to unclog their toilet. They're learning how to edit on their phone. They're coming to be entertained. They're coming to just kind of get lost and escape for a while, but it's always about the viewer. So the more you can make your channel about the viewer with everything you do, your content choices, the way you title your videos, the way you write your descriptions, the way you make your thumbnails, to your value proposition, to the way you communicate in your video, the more you make it about the viewer, you're going to find that it's going to put the pedal to the metal, right? You're going to step on the gas and you're going to find that you're going to get more views. You're going to find that you're going to grow a lot faster than when you're just making it about yourself. And I know that's not the answer you asked for, but that's just me looking at your channel in terms of that could be a roadblock that's actually slowing your growth, is making it about you. When your top video, you made it about other people, right? You made it about them, and that video has dominated your channel. So make your entire channel about them. Right, I think I missed some stuff. Hey, what is going on? Ooh, caught the tail end. How's it going? Alight Motion in the house, ladies and gentlemen. This is the official Alight Motion app. If you guys are into motion graphics and you want to do it on your phone, bug this guy right here. Doug, hope you're doing well, man. I think I missed a super chat. I'm going backwards here. I'm going backwards. Oh, maybe I didn't. There it is.
Super chat.
Cowboy Cody, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Question. That's right. Bug us, Alight Motion. How do I get back into YouTube after burning out? I haven't posted in about 2 months. Look, let's talk about burnout, because burnout is real. I burned out massively over the past, well, since the world shut down. If you look at my upload schedule, before the world shut down, you would see I had a very consistent, at least once a week, sometimes 2 times a week. A couple times, for a period, I did 3 times a week, plus a live stream. The pandemic happened, the world shut down, and then nothing felt right anymore. And then I just started getting burned out, and I was just like, nothing seemed right. Look, man, I'm in the same boat with you. It is a real struggle to get back up on the horse after you've burned out. I'm in that position right now. And every time I climb out of the hole and make a video, I fall right back into the hole. So I'm with you. The best thing you can do, Cody, just, real talk, is just try to make a video. And believe me, man, I know it's hard. It is super hard. You don't want to make the video. And it doesn't mean you're in the wrong. Look, man, I love what I do, right? People say, well, maybe you're in the wrong niche. I'll talk to people. Have you thought about I love what I do. I love helping people. I love, helping people achieve their goals. And so I love this. It's just that life sometimes gets in the way. Life can beat you down. So Cody, just try your best to make a video. Even if that video is just 1 minute long, even if it's only on TikTok, right? Forget about YouTube for a while. Let's say you create a TikTok channel. You can make a 30-second video on TikTok, or you can make a YouTube short that's not on your main channel. Try to build the habit of making short form video. Just grab your phone and just talk about whatever you want to talk about. Not on your main channel, right? Just do it on TikTok or do it with YouTube Shorts on a second channel. Just try to build that habit of making a short video somewhere. Hopefully that spark's going to kick again, right? If you start to see a little bit of success there, you might say, okay, I'm kind of getting in the zone again. And then you might fall back in the hole, but then you do it and you climb back out of it. It's tough. I wish I had an easy answer for you. okay, here's what's getting me through. While I'm not making YouTube videos, I'm being super productive elsewhere, right? So I'm not just saying, okay, well, I'm not doing anything. Like that's not happening. Okay. So I recommend it to you. Go create a TikTok account and go be goofy over on TikTok. But if that's not it, like I don't know what you're into, but what other hobbies do you do? You're a cowboy. Go ride your horse. Go ride your horse. I mean, I'm assuming you ride a horse. I see a picture of a horse in your avatar there. Go ride your horse. Go do stuff on the farm. Find things that are creative and go do those things. What can you go make something in your barn? Can you do something with your horse where you got to build something or make something? Try to be creative. That's the point that I'm getting at. So while I'm not making YouTube videos, I'm being incredible, and you guys are going to see some of these projects come to light here soon, but I'm working on several projects that have allowed me to continue my creative juices, let out the creative juices. That there's no way to say that. That's going to sound good. It's allowed me to scratch the creative itch without making YouTube videos. So try to do something where it allows you to be creative, even if it's working in your barn, even if it's making dumb videos on. Look, man, if you got a horse, grab your phone, create a TikTok account, go out and start filming your horses. Go talk about your horses, name your horse, talk about this is Jed, and this is the type of horse that Jed is, and put the camera up in the horse's face and feed Jed or whatever it is, right? Do something creative and just, the spark's going to come back or it's not going to come back, but create something. Create something. There you go. TikTok is my stress relief. There you go. Hey, how you doing, man? Nice to see you in here. This is the live stream I needed. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, man. Burnout is real. It is. It's really, man. I know a lot of people have burned out over the past, 12 to 14 months. A lot of people. The world's been crazy. Like we are just in a weird, everybody's just living in weird times. And I think right now burnout is, I don't want to say it's acceptable. Yeah, it is acceptable. You know what? If you're burned out, that's fine. Just find something creative to do, right? You're on YouTube for a reason. You've got a creative itch. You want to scratch it. If you don't want to make the YouTube video, just find another way to scratch that itch. I think the wrong thing to do would be not to do something. The wrong thing to do would be go do things that are not creative, right? Don't let that fire die. Find something that's creative. Keep doing it. Long answer, I know. We're doing great. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully we need to get together at some point. Yeah, dude, we got to catch up. Dude. Question, I'm making shorter videos lately and I'm getting great average view duration. I love to hear that. And hardly any hockey stick at the beginning. That's what I'm talking about. Does YouTube favor longer videos? My average video is less than 4 minutes. Here's the thing. While channel-wise, your channels can definitely benefit when it comes to watch time and watch hours and all that stuff. Make your videos as long as they need to be, right? The worst thing that you can do is if your videos are 4 minutes long, don't try to drag them out to be 6 minutes long. Go look at I am a full-time YouTuber. And by the way, this isn't a flex here in any way, shape or form, but I'm making a point. I'm a full-time YouTuber doing very well financially because of the opportunities that YouTube has given me. All of my videos are short, right? My live streams are long, but go look at all of my videos are really short. Make your videos as long as they need to be, not a minute more. In fact, I would say this, if you got a 4-minute video, go back and watch the 4-minute video. And if there's any part of that video that you could cut out to make it even shorter and it still makes sense, cut that out as well, right? Don't worry about trying to game YouTube. Don't worry about is YouTube gonna favor? Don't worry about any of that stuff. Think about this. Will the viewer appreciate this video? Can I get the viewer to start this? Can I get the viewer to click on this thumbnail? And can I get this viewer to finish my video or at least watch as much of this video as humanly possible? That's your goal. If you do that and you can do that consistently, YouTube sees that. Don't worry about, does YouTube like this? YouTube wants people to click. YouTube wants people to watch your video as long as possible. And YouTube wants people to stay on the platform and continue watching videos. That's it. Get them to click, get them to watch your video as long as possible, and get them to watch other videos. Like that's your goal, right? If you do that consistently, everything falls into place. You burned out too. Sorry to hear it. We need to have like a burned out stream. Should we have a burnout stream? Should we do that? Maybe we should have a burnout stream where it's just like, hey, the burnout stream. Or if you're burned out, come hang out with us. And we can just kind of like talk about, I don't know what we talk about, but maybe the burnout stream. I don't know. I know a lot of people burned out in the past 12 to 14 months. Question, how much trouble can I get? I always love, this sounds like something me and my brother would ask each other. How much trouble do you think we would get in if, how much trouble do you think I can get into making health-related content without being a doctor? I have a disclaimer, but my understanding is I can only share what works for me. I think I mean, you don't have to be a doctor to make YouTube content, but I would make a strong disclaimer that you're not a medical professional. But again, right? But again, here's the thing. You can only share what works for me. So if you could find a way to frame that to where it's about the viewer, right? Let's just take weight loss, for example. 5 tips to help you lose weight fast over 50. And that's a long title, but let's roll with that one, right? 5 tips to lose weight fast over 50. And then you can go through the tips. You can go through the things that you did. I'm not saying you're over 50, but let's just say you were. You could go through the things that you did and tell them what you did to lose the weight, but you make the video about them and you're teaching them how to lose the weight, right? I would not get into specific medical advice where people could actually harm themselves if they took your advice. So I would be a little bit, careful with that. And YouTube could demonetize. They could, restrict your videos depending on what type of advice that you're giving. If YouTube thinks that it could be harmful content, they could definitely restrict the video. I feel like in most days, I have health-related content and I'm not a doctor. Yeah, I think there's you can definitely get away with health-related content. I just think there's a fine line between you can give health-related content and help people there's tons of YouTube channels, health and wellness channels. But I think there's going to be a fine line between giving information where people could actually hurt themselves. Or if YouTube could say, yeah, that maybe not, that might be, incorrect information or something like that. So you can definitely do it. You can definitely do it. I think again, I'm giving blanket answers here. If you start talking about, how to do surgery, how to remove your own kidney, YouTube's going to flag that one. Right. But, foods to eat to reduce inflammation. Yeah, that's going to be fine. Burnout stream. Heck yeah. Yes. A burnout stream. Yeah. I don't even know what we would talk about, but it seems like talk about video ideas, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I have to think about that. You know what I find through these live streams? It's really interesting. I find that so many of us are kind of going through the same thing, right? We all go through burnout. We all have kind of the same struggles, through our creator journeys. So sometimes they just happen at different points. Because we're all really on the same road. We're just at different places on the road. Motivation. Yes. I love it. Great info. Hey, here you go. Dr. Stan, all of your videos are long. Yeah. Talking about the length of the videos. Make your videos as long as they need to be. And yes, Dr. Stan, all of yours are long and incredibly informative. And Dr. Stan, you probably can and give more input on this as well in terms of the original content or original question about, is there a limit in terms of what somebody can do health-wise before YouTube steps in and maybe restricts the video? Do you know? Have you experienced anything like that? Or I have no idea. I'm sure there's a line somewhere. Mr. Camera Junkie, how you doing? This is a great question. How important is it to have your face or pic on your thumbnails? Hey, Heidi, how you doing? This is a great question. And the answer is it totally depends. There have been studies done that says one face generally gets more clicks than no faces. 2 faces generally get more clicks than 1 face. 3 faces generally get more clicks than 2. Zoomed in faces generally get more clicks than faces that are further away. That stupid YouTube face that everybody hates, those generally get more clicks, right? There's been a lot of studies done. Oh, not a lot. There's been a lot of data compiled in studies done with this, but it's generalized information. It's not information that's been tested with your audience, right? Here's the thing when it comes to faces. Faces versus no faces is something you're going to have to test with your audience, okay? And you're going to not only have to test your face, you're going to have to test the expression on your face, okay? And of course, test it without your face. One thing about faces is if people don't know who you are, then putting your face on a thumbnail might not work depending on the type of content that you make. For example, you'll see a lot of my videos will have a picture of a phone in the text. Some of my videos have my picture. I'm always testing my thumbnails, and I change things based on my camera sources. I change things based on my traffic sources, right? So when I first upload a video, my subscribers are generally the first people to see it. So a lot of times I'll just put myself in the thumbnails. People can say, oh, Dee's got a new video, and they're going to click the video. And then browse traffic starts to happen. And then I'll start testing. Sometimes browse traffic works with my face. Sometimes it doesn't work with my face. But then because of the type of content that I make, my traffic then shifts over to search-based traffic where people are going over and they're typing on how do I edit on my iPhone? Those people don't know me. So if I put my face in there, they don't care who I am. What I found is, generally speaking, and of course there have been exceptions to the rule, when I've tested with search traffic, thumbnails that do not have my face generally perform better than thumbnails that do have my face. But that's with my traffic and with search-based, or that's my audience and search-based traffic. That could be completely the opposite for you. So this is one of those questions where you have to test things and test it over and over and over. You got to look at your traffic sources and test out all sorts of, maybe one thumbnail, your face is on this side, and that doesn't do well. And believe it or not, sometimes if you just flip it to the other side, sometimes that actually does better. There's all sorts of weird things that can make people click or not click. You got to test it. Everything, Bree, how you doing? Nice to see you in here. Hope you're doing well. You had to say over. Hey, I'll be 50 next year. So yes, I'll be the big 50. Pete says, be very careful around claims of benefits with medicinal advice. Lots of crackdowns on miracle cures and unproven treatments. Yeah, that's the thing. I think a lot of this crackdown started happening with people talking about like weird medicines to take for the virus that's going around. I don't want to say it. I don't want to get demonetized, but the thing that shut the world down, there's all kinds of weird videos going around. Oh, you got to take this, and this, and mix these together. And I know YouTube has been cracking down on that. I think the increase of creators during the plague, we're seeing many of those people burn out just now. Yeah, I think so too. The plague. Hey, Carlos Tacos. How you doing, man? Great name. Hope you're doing well. What's the deal with notifications? If a person clicks the bell, do they get every notification? Some folks complaining they are not getting them. In theory, they're supposed to get them. In reality, if somebody has skipped over a couple of your videos recently, then YouTube might see that as them not being very interested, so they might not give them every release, every upload. So notifications aren't perfect. It's generally based on their engagement with your channel. Ladies and gentlemen, the man about tech, Viper, is in that. Man, Viper, I was hanging out in yours and Roberto's stream today, dude. That was a fantastic stream. So Viper and Roberto Blake and El Jefe did a fantastic stream today on Roberto Blake's channel talking about how to work with brands and how to get brand deals and that sort of thing. Man, amazing information. And by the way, Viper, I don't know if Nick has replied to you yet, but we're just waiting to hear back to see what Nick's schedule is because he's still in Thailand and I'm still in Mexico. So I'm down to come in. I'm down to do whatever it is you want to do on Clubhouse. I'm just trying to coordinate stuff with Nick. So what's up, dude? Hey, Shelly, you're still here. Thanks for hanging out. Shelly, I think we discussed on your stream when I came on your stream before. I think you and I talked about burnout during the past 12 to 14 months. Man, this rough 12 to 14 months for a lot of people. Sweet. Yeah, man, it's just coordination. Nick is hard to wrestle down. And there are 3 places they need to turn on notification. Yes. All right. Pete John says, I have a face for radio, but I still use the face in my thumbnails and it seems to work. So Pete, you've got a good sized channel. I'm wondering, have you done any A/B testing with your content where it's like your face, not with your face? I'm curious if you actually done any testing on that. Zom asks a question and says, I can't get long form content to gain traction. My shorts brought subscribers and views, but I cannot get longer videos to grow well at all. Are shorts damaging my channel? Shorts are not damaging your channel. You just brought in a different audience, right? The audience that you brought in with shorts, they're interested in your shorts. They're not necessarily interested in your long form content. Now, I hope that the content is similar, right? I don't know what you're doing by your channel. Let me see if I can find your channel really quick. Hold on. Zoom. See if I can find you by channel. Give me a second here. See if I can find you, Zoom. Zoom, I can't find your channel. Unfortunately, which is, oh, there you are. Found you. Oh, you're a gaming channel. Okay, let me make sure I got the right channel here. So you're a gaming channel. You're doing retro gaming. Oh, hold on, let me kill a mosquito. You're doing retro gaming, all things GTA, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so you've got videos that are 17. Okay, so here's what's happening. You're making YouTube shorts that are 60 seconds or less. Okay, that's attracting a certain type of audience. They're enjoying short form content. Some of them are going to enjoy long form content, but you're ask. It's a big ask. Like here's you're making 60 seconds or less, but you've got videos that are 17 minutes, 1 hour and 17 minutes, 43 minutes, right? Like you've got some really long videos on here. You do have some short videos too, but it looks like those short videos. Here, I'm going to pull your channel up. Right, so here, just at a glance here's what I'm noticing. So you're doing short, oh, by the way, you got 2.5 thousand subscribers, assuming those are all organic. I think that's great. Congratulations. So you've got these really long videos, 17 minutes, an hour, 17 minutes, and they don't seem to be getting any traction. But look down here, your how-to videos, 2 minutes, 7 minutes, a minute, 4 minutes, you're getting videos on that. You're getting views. 1.4 thousand views, 120, 213, 483. Right? Let me go over to your channel here and see. Sort by most popular. All right, so I'm going to actually skip the shorts. Wow, you're getting a lot. Look at that. 238,000. Yeah, gamers are doing really well with shorts in terms of getting views, but they're having a hard time with a lot of channels actually converting those short time viewers as gaming channels into long time. Wow, you did a lot of shorts. Holy cow, look at that. So I'm going back to long form content. Okay, getting back to the long form content. 6 minutes, 4,000 views. 9 minutes, a little bit long, but still 1.7 thousand views. 4 minutes, 1.5 thousand views. So here's what I recommend for you. Stop doing these marathon streams or these marathon games. Keep your long form content, keep them short, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Those seem to be working on your channel in addition to shorts. But as soon as you come in here and you start doing 17 minutes, an hour, 11, man, people are just not responding to that. So, and this is great news for you. You don't have to make such long videos. So don't make those long videos, because you've brought in all of these subscribers. Probably most of them came in through your shorts, I'm guessing, because some of your shorts have a lot of traffic. So if you are going to do long form content, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, try that, right? Make 10 or 15 or 20 videos that are all 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes and see if you can get the ball rolling that way. Ty-tastic.
Welcome to the Niminati.
Ty-tastic, I believe you were a channel member before. Welcome back, I believe. Shelly's got a great advice here. You can make a compilation of your best shorts videos. That's a great idea, Shelly. 0, it's Q&A night. Yeah, it's a great one, Shelly. By the way, Ty-tastic, I believe you're a channel member before. Unless I'm confusing you with a channel member over on Nick's. I got the private Facebook group in the community feed. You'll have to go down a couple of posts. Got a link out to the Facebook group there. ESD through shorts. Awesome. Thanks so much. Yeah, just, the whole thing with your channel is you just want to look for patterns. Look for patterns. And you can look right away and see that the long videos just aren't working. People aren't responding to those. People are responding to your shorts. And you don't want to keep making shorts only. So your long form content, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, test that out. Play around with that and see what happens. Man, I could have sworn you remember you were freeloading. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I could have sworn you were a channel member. My bad. Let's see what I missed here. Please give Mr. Niman a thumbs up if you're enjoying the stream. Thank you. Thank you so much. Zero in, how you doing? You need to try out the legend tier of TubeBuddy. Yeah, man, if you haven't done that already, listen, it's worth it for just a month. You don't have to jump in for say, you know what, I'm going to get legend for like a month and test the living hell out of your thumbnails during that time. You'll find a pattern. Now you can run it, each test, you can run it for, I think it's anywhere from 7 to 14 days. Usually I'll run it between 8 or 10 days, right? Because you do it like in a balanced number on that. You don't want to run it for like 7 days because it's going to be unbalanced, right? Even and odd. Here's what you don't want to do. Don't upload a new video while running an A/B test. A/B test older videos that are still getting views. I made the mistake of A/B testing videos that just went out. And if the variant, if they show the thumbnail first that isn't as good, it can kill the velocity of the video. I've had that happen a couple times and I was like, what am I doing? This is stupid. So now I only do A/B testing with videos that are still, they've been up for a while. They've been up for at least a week or so, a month or 2 months, still getting views, and I A/B test them that way. A/B testing not specific. Man, dude, listen, a channel at your size, you definitely need to test this out, even if it's for a month, to see if you can find a pattern or a specific layout that works better than it already does, because that could be the difference between the views that you're getting now and doubling your views or tripling your views. It's definitely worth testing, man. Let me see here. I'm at Tucum's Starbucks waiting for the opening. It's never been quiet. Man, that brings back memories, man. Tucum Starbucks. Yeah, these are the videos that I see people making even up in Chiang Mai. Like, as you know, my brother's up in Chiang Mai, and I've seen videos where they've just entire districts of used to be they've closed an entire row up there where it's like McDonald's, Starbucks, Burger King, they're gone. They're not just shut down, they're gone. Completely, signs gone and everything. All the businesses shut down and gone on complete, just huge strips of road. Kind of depressing to think that I'm going to go home to everything being the way it is. Hope you're doing well though, man. Right on, man. Dan Norton's in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan, haven't seen you in a while, my man. Hope you were doing well. Good to see you in here, man. Okay, A/B testing. Great question. So A/B testing is a feature within the TubeBuddy Legend package. Well, here, they don't own A/B testing. A/B testing is where you have two things, right? In this case, thumbnails. So if you're going to A/B test thumbnails, you have thumbnail A and thumbnail B. If you use a service like TubeBuddy, you can load up two thumbnails, and over the course of 8 days or 10 days or 14 days, every day it will rotate the thumbnail. And at the end of however long you run it for, it will give you a report, and it will tell you which thumbnail got the most clicks, which thumbnail brought the most watch time, right? Which thumbnail brought you the most subscribers, right? So it gives you all this data, and it tells you which thumbnail performs the best. Then you can choose, wow, this thumbnail outperformed this thumbnail, so I'm going to use this thumbnail for this video. Or you could try it against another style. I keep taking my winners and keep trying to beat my winners, right? I keep trying to unseat the ones that are winning because I want to maximize, that click. And sometimes you don't get much of it. Sometimes it's it's like a 1% difference. Sometimes it's like a 10% or a 15% difference. And if you can get those sorts of differences and you can start to identify patterns, like, hey, this type of thumbnail really outperforms the thumbnail that I thought was better, right? Using data to make those decisions instead of using what we think is the best idea is usually the better way to go. I've never seen, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I've never seen an A/B test. I should, let me see if I could pull one up. I'm not running one at the moment. Give me 1 sec. Oh, I don't have, give me 1 second here. Let me see if I can, let me see, let me log in. Let me sign in. Give me a second here. Let me see if I can show you one that I've already, hold on 1 second. Security, 3, 4, 5, 4. Man, all the security now, all the extra, 9, all the double authentication. It's a pain in the butt. Where are we going? All right, let me get my A/B testing. Give me just a second here. So I'm going to pull up the results of one of these so you can kind of see the difference. I'm going to pick up, let me find one that's had a decent amount. Let me see. Hold on here, I'm scrolling through. Okay, so we'll pull up this one. So this is what the results of one will look like inside of TubeBuddy. So this is I tested these 2 thumbnails here because I wanted to see what type of thumbnail actually performed better. Now, I did stop this test before it finished because they gave me good data to tell me that it was already performing a lot better. But the information that it can tell you is I can see, so the original thumbnail is the one here on top. This is the original thumbnail, and this is called the variation, okay? So what it tells me here is that the click-through rate, my original thumbnail was better than the variation, right? You can see like your watch time. My original was actually less than the variation. I can come here and I can see how many views it was showed to each. I can see my average view duration that it brought in. My variation actually brought in more view duration. Watch time, so on and so forth, right? You can see where your traffic sources come from. But on this particular one, I wanted to have a higher click-through rate, so I chose that I wanted a higher click-through rate, so I kept this one in here, the original. If your channel goal was to become monetized, then you're going to be looking for the one that brought in the most subscribers or the most watch time because that's going to be the most important. I'm already monetized, so that wasn't a goal for me. So it keeps track of that data. Yeah, the first one was better for the click-through rate. The variation was better for watch time. Oh, Shelly's got a video on A/B testing. Yeah, go watch that, Shelly. Yeah, go over to Shelly Saves the Day and go find her video about A/B testing. I'm sure she does a deep dive into that. The first one seems like I click on it. The second one, I was serious about the subject. Yeah, the interesting thing about the one A/B testing is like you actually get data because it's easy to say, well, I think this would happen or I would do this. But, you know, the data lets you know what's up. I'm so engrossed in what you're saying. I poured flour into my sugar container. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Does it hurt your channel if people are watching your videos from Facebook when you advertise and not clicking on the YouTube app to watch? Are you talking about if Facebook is actually embed? You're talking about you took a YouTube video and you embedded that into Facebook? It's still a view. YouTube is still going to be able to see that as views. Naturally, you want people to click into YouTube and you want people to start watching other content and stay on YouTube, right? Every platform, like Facebook wants you to stay on Facebook, Instagram wants you to stay on Instagram, TikTok wants you to stay on TikTok, YouTube wants you to stay on YouTube. But YouTube gives us the ability to embed our videos, and they do that on purpose. So yeah, it's not going to hurt your channel. I mean, you're still getting views. So if that's where you're getting views, Like, hey, I'm getting views through Facebook and they're watching videos that way. That's fine. If you can pull them over, if you can bring them into YouTube to get them watching that way, a little bit better, but it's still going to count.
Super Chat.
Thank you so much for the super chat. 10999. Much appreciated. Oh, no. Question. When I go to upload YouTube Shorts on beta mode, I'm limited to 15 seconds. However, when I see some YouTube Shorts, they are over 15 seconds. Is that why? Okay, so originally, there was a limitation on 15 seconds. I believe that has now been lifted if you're recording through the actual Shorts camera app. Okay, but if you are creating a video and you're uploading that video any other way, and you're putting like the hashtag shorts on it, that can be up to 60 seconds. So if you're talking about uploading through the beta mode, you're talking about using the Shorts camera, which is right here. Mine just disappeared. Oh, that's great. I had it, and look, it's gone. I don't know where it's at. Thank you, YouTube. So there should be an option in there to change it to 60 seconds. So make sure your app is updated, because you should have an option in there to toggle from 15 to 60 seconds. But if you're uploading it traditionally like an old school video, it can be up to 60 seconds. When they first released the Shorts camera, it was capped at 15 seconds, but they have now given you the option to toggle between 15 and 60 seconds. Right, click to fit. I don't know where mine went. Look at that. This is the second time this has happened. I was going to go in and show you. Disappeared, gone. Upload a video, go live, add your story. And this is on my main channel. I have no idea. Go YouTube. How bizarre is that? This is the second time. The last time my Shorts camera disappeared, it was gone for like 3 days. So I don't know if they're testing stuff again. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, Shelly says you can hit, you can hit the timer and set it. Yeah, there you go. Shelly's probably got a video on that. I think you've got a video on how to walk through the process, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, Doug confirms as well. You can toggle 15 to 20 seconds. Yeah, well, I don't have a Shorts camera anymore, so how about them apples? D, can you help me? With all due respect of asking. That would have been a great place to ask. What do you need help with? That would have been an awesome place to say, can you help me with doing something? Because like as I'm going through the chat, it's hard for me to catch every comment. And everybody confirms. Click the square to the left. It will give you the option to switch to 60 seconds. YouTube is A/B testing. Listen, YouTube is always testing stuff. I think right now they're testing 3 different mobile layouts. 3 different mobile layouts YouTube is testing right now. So they're constantly moving stuff around, testing things with different people. I just don't know why they keep turning off my Shorts camera. This is the second time. I don't know why they would do that. Go YouTube. What are you going to do? All right, so I think I got the questions here. Oh, there he is. Been going hard on A/B tests over the last month. I love how you can see how it does by different traffic sources. Yeah, that's the thing, is understanding your traffic sources, right? Because browse traffic is going to act totally different than suggested and different than search traffic. I was saying a little bit earlier in the stream that my thumbnails, no matter what I do, but it's because of the content that I make, right? Like when my video first gets uploaded, it goes to subscribers and ends up with a lot of browse traffic. Like people don't necessarily open up YouTube. Oh, here's a video on how to edit on your iPhone. That's not something people are really going to commit to, right? So it seems like no matter what I do, I can't get my thumbnails to perform well with browse traffic. Suggested a little bit, but once my traffic switches over to search, after the video's been up for a while, man, my click-through rate for search traffic is just ridiculously good. Question, what can a new channel do to get more views? A new channel to get more views, first thing you can do is think about who you're making videos for in the first place. Who's the audience? Who's that one person that you're making videos for? And make videos for that person. Don't put a bunch of stuff up on your channel. Don't do a vlog and then don't do a tutorial and then don't follow your kid to school and here's how I do this, and then you do a clothing haul and then you do another tutorial. Like, don't do that. pick one type of content and go all in on that one particular thing. So focusing on a particular type of viewer is the best thing you can do. Second thing you can do after that is just upload consistently. Even if that's once a week, that's fine. But just try to do it consistently to where you can have that consistent conversation with an audience who finds your videos. That would be step one. The next thing I recommend, and do I still have a link open to this? Hold on. Academy. The next thing you can do, and I'm going to drop a link into the chat right here for you. This is a free series of courses, mini courses created by YouTube. It's called the YouTube Creator Academy. YouTube made this. It's totally free, and they teach you how YouTube works. They go over content strategy, monetization. They go over everything about what you need to know about a YouTuber. So if you're new to YouTube and you're not understanding yet like how things are supposed to work, I urge you, take some time, even if it's just 15 or 20 minutes a day, and start going through the YouTube Creator Academy, right? It's broken down into little mini courses. So when you finish it, and it's going to take you a while to finish it, you're going to have a deeper understanding of how YouTube works and what they expect of you. But in terms, the short answer there is to focus in on a particular type of audience and make content for them, and don't clutter your channel up with videos that don't make sense, right? Focus on that audience and don't make videos that they didn't subscribe for. So I guess that would be my, oh man, dude, you're killing me. You're killing me. That was the second time. So I guess what my answer would be, I don't get subscribed. Did you ask another question? Hold on. What be your answer? Why don't I get subscribed? Okay. So I'm going to try to decipher your question here. You're asking why you're not getting subscribers. You're not getting subscribers for, and I'm not looking at your channel. So it's going to be one of or multiple answers here. One, you haven't been on YouTube long enough. Two, you don't have enough videos on the platform. Three, you're making all sorts of different content. I just talked about that, right? So maybe you're playing Minecraft, maybe you're vlogging, maybe you're doing tutorials on how to rebuild a carburetor. You've got all this different mix of content on your channel. You don't want to do that. Pick one type of content and move forward with that. Four, you don't yet have the skills to make content that people want to subscribe to, right? If you're new to YouTube, if you're new to communicating in front of a camera, if you're new to video editing, you're new to making thumbnails, you're new to all of this, you don't know how to do it yet, right? So you're asking people to come on board and become part of your journey and subscribe to your channel for more videos, but you don't know what you're doing yet, right? So maybe you just haven't been doing it long enough to build those skills yet. So keep going, keep making those videos, learn how to become a better editor, learn how to become a better communicator, learn how to make videos that people respond to, right? You got to learn how to choose the right topics, how to write the right titles. You got to make videos that people want. If you're making videos that people don't want, or they do want them, but you can't hold their attention because you don't know how to edit yet, or you don't know how to communicate effectively, then they're going to click off and they're not going to subscribe. So I urge you as well. I dropped a link in for the YouTube Creator Academy. I want you to go through the YouTube Creator Academy as well. You need to have a better understanding of how YouTube works, and I want you to keep going, right? You have to build the skills. You cannot play professional basketball if you don't know how to play basketball, right? You got to learn how to dribble. You got to learn some basic moves. You got to learn the plays, and you got to how to learn how to play on a team. You got to learn all of these things before you can even play your first game, let alone be an NBA player. Right? So you kind of got to go through the process. Starts with the YouTube Creator Academy. I graduate. Hey, way to go. Way to go. That's great. Check back in from time to time. Sometimes they're adding new stuff in there. Question. Should I make a new video of a question that I'm seeing as part of my traffic search, even though it might cannibalize one of my top videos? Yeah, I think you should. I think you should. And here's what you do. Okay. On that video that's doing really well, one of your top videos, if that is a similar topic, okay, you make that second video, and in your card, it's on your first video, in your card, in your end screen, the link in your description and your pinned comment all link out to your new video. And on the new video, all those things link out to your top video. So what you're doing is you're making a web sending people who go to your first video to the second video. People who find the second video, send them over to your first video, right? And if you don't know how to do that, let me just show you an example really quick. So you know what I'm talking about here. Give me just a moment. Come over to find one of my channels here or one of my videos that it will make sense. Hold on. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to pull up one of mine here. I'm going to walk you through. Pia, you have a great night. Thank you for coming to hang out once again. I appreciate you. Okay, so this is a video that I did about YouTube Shorts, why you're not getting views. Now, there's one thing I could have done better here, which it got cut off. All right, so let me refresh this, and I'm actually going to fix this right now. I thought I'd fix this originally. So you see right here on the show more, you see that? I messed up here when I did this, and I'm going to edit this. I don't want to click on show more to see the link that I'm trying to link out to. So let me edit this really quickly. Like I just left views on the table. I got 122,000 views on this, and I just left views on the table. So I'm going to come up here, answering your shorts. I'm going to shorten that a little bit to try to make it fit. Let me save this. All right, I'm going to go back to the video. Now let's see. All right, here we go. So right here in my description, above the show more, and I can't believe I messed this up. I don't have this in all of my videos, but if you're just trying to get the ball rolling, this is a fast way to do it. So put a little emoji on here, watch next, and I linked out to another video about YouTube Shorts, right? They came there looking for shorts. I gave them more YouTube Shorts. Then you come down to the pinned comment, and I link out to that same video. This and this it's the exact same video, okay? Because I want all roads to lead to Rome on this one. I want people to go to that video for a few different reasons. And if you get to my end screen here, it links to that same video. I thought I put a card in here. I should have put a card in here. I don't know. I've edited this video a few times. There should be a card in here that goes to that same video. So for the video that you have, right, that second video, all those places link back to your first video. Tell them, watch next. Put a title, just like I did here. Give a little emoji, watch next. Little title, link out to that first video. Do it in all those places, and then do it on the other video pointing back. Have your card, have your end screen, and you're creating a little mini web. That way, if people come in on one topic, they're like, oh, okay. Think of it as kind of like linking out to a part 2. Think of that. Hey, Susie, how you doing? Golf Coast Granny says, I'm a great communicator in person, but I'm still learning how to communicate for the camera. It is different. It's totally different. In person, I can make entrances. Doesn't work. Oh, you can make entrances. Videos doesn't work. Yeah, absolutely. Question, when you're home and have access to a bass, will you play some funk bass on one of my tracks? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. That would be cool, actually. We need to do a music collab. I got Logic X, I got my keyboard over here, I've been jamming. We need to work on something like that. That'd be fun. That'd be a lot of fun, man. Make those cannibalized videos. I've destroyed an original video and ended up having 3 times more views on the other one. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, like, I don't think you're going to cannibalize the video. Just make the thumbnail look different. Okay, imagine it this way. If those 2 videos were served to the same person, make the thumbnail and the title different enough to where they don't think that they've already watched the video. Right? If the thumbnail is too similar, they might say, oh, these are the same videos, or I've already watched that one. I don't need to watch the second one. So just make sure the thumbnail is different enough to where it looks different than the original video. All right, here, let me see. YouTube doesn't like what? YouTube doesn't like a lot of stuff. Let me see here. Scully Man, hope you're doing well. What does YouTube not like? Thanks so much. I appreciate your opinion. If that's in reference to linking out to Facebook, that's actually not true. I mean, obviously YouTube wants you to be on YouTube. Facebook wants you to be on on Facebook. YouTube allows you to embed your videos. They let you do it. It's still a view. It still counts. You're not actually going to be penalized for that. There's a lot of stuff saying, oh, don't do that or whatever. Naturally, it's going to be better if it's on YouTube, but you don't get penalized if they're watching your videos on Facebook. They allow you to embed your videos. You can put those videos in a blog. You can put those videos on Facebook. You can put them elsewhere. Let me see if I got, part of me is wanting to redo my top video. Do it. Do it. Absolutely do it. I mean, you did that video like 8 months ago or something like that. It's perfectly okay to go back and redo videos. I've redone a couple of my videos because you're in a different place now than you were. You're probably better in front of the camera. You're probably a better editor. Here's the thing though, title it a little bit different, make the thumbnail a little bit different, just like I was talking about. So if somebody watched the first video, they don't think, oh, I've already seen that one. I don't need to watch it again, right? And you can kind of come at it from a different angle the second time as well. I've got all the questions here. You can dribble through your legs now. I'm terrible at basketball. Question, should I make a new video? Oh, I already answered that one. Okay. That's the one I got to. Always a pleasure getting great advice. Happy to help. Question, what do you think is a good time to start live streaming for your audience, subscriber count wise? I made the mistake of waiting until I had 10,000 subscribers, and that was a huge mistake. I think you should start live streaming as soon as you have any audience whatsoever. If you've got 100 subscribers or you got 50 subscribers, and yes, you can go live under that. I've got videos on how to do that. You don't have to have 1,000 subscribers. If you can, even if people don't show up, here's the thing. If you go live and make that live, even if nobody shows up, that's fine. You can go live for 10 minutes and that's it. Go live, have some things to talk about, learn about the tech of going, because I can promise you, tech is going to happen. Stuff is going to shut down. Audio is not going to work. Things are going to happen. You need to learn how to handle the tech. If you can't handle the tech when one person's in there, you're not going to be able to handle stuff when there's 100 people in there, or when there's 50 people in there, or when there's 1,000 people in there. So I would say start immediately. If you've got any sort of an audience whatsoever, if you're getting 100 views on a video, go live. Go live for 10 minutes. Go live for 15 minutes. Do a Q&A. Doesn't matter if anybody shows up. What matters is you go live for a little bit and you learn the process of going live. You can delete it when you're finished. If nobody shows up and you don't like it, you can unlist it, you can privatize it, or you can delete it. So go early. Yep, go early, go often. Yeah, because you have to learn how to conduct your live because it's totally different than a video, and you want to avoid pauses and awkward silence. You want to avoid this. You have to learn how to keep the conversation going, even if nobody shows up or if one person shows up. So what I recommend is get a piece of paper or take notes on your phone and think about like 5 things that you want to talk about. 5 things that you want to talk about that's relevant to your channel. Go live, start your video just like you normally, let's say I didn't have an audience and I wanted to go live and talk about my 5 favorite apps for video editing, right? I would go live. I'd give it a couple of seconds just to make sure I was live. And I would say, hey, what is going on today? Live, I'm going to talk about my 5 favorite video editing apps that can help you edit better videos for YouTube. My first app that I'm interested in that I want to share with you today is called KineMaster. KineMaster has a free version. It has a paid version. The free version, obviously you don't pay for it, but the paid version, it costs like $3.99 a month. It's totally worth going for the paid version. Here's why. Here's what you get when you join KineMaster for the paid version. It removes the watermark. You have unlimited time limit on it. You can render in 4K, right? Just go on and go through it that way. 5 things to talk about. And when you're finished, thank everybody for hanging out. Stop the stream. 10 minutes, that's fine. 15 minutes, that's fine. If people show up and it goes longer, that's fine too. Life does happen. Should I tell subscribers I'm going live? Yeah, I mean, you don't want to make a video to tell them you're going live, But if you go live, they're probably, well, I'd say some of them are going to get notifications. But if you've also got a Discord or you got Twitter, you can tell people you're going live there. But don't worry. Like if you're not going live, don't worry about people showing up yet. Think about you've got to master the art of going live. You've got to master the tech. You've got to learn how to communicate and keep the conversation going. Believe me, you don't want to be fumbling over your tech or not knowing how to keep the conversation going when you've got 30, 40, 50, 100 people in your live stream. You want to make those mistakes when there's nobody watching or there's 2 people in there. So yeah, get on it. Question. I've noticed that whenever I premiere a video, it ranks a little higher in search. Interesting. You just noticed a coincidence, or is that true? I haven't seen any data either way that says that premieres are going to help you rank in search. I don't know the size of your channel. I don't know the type of views that you're getting, but if you're noticing that on your channel, keep doing it. Keep doing it. You know, YouTube is weird sometimes. If you're noticing that your premieres are helping the video rank, right? It could just be that those premieres have just gotten more views. So YouTube has more data on that particular video. More people have watched it. They've got more data, so they know who to put the video in front of. Could be that. Again, I don't know the channel size that you have, but I haven't seen any data supporting either way. But if it's working for you, man, roll with it. Master talking to yourself. Yep, exactly. That's pretty much all I do. Question, is it worth the time to go in and add timestamps for longer videos? If the videos are still getting views, if you've got a video and it's dead and it's not coming back to life, no. But if the video is still getting views and it's a longer video where it makes sense to add timestamps, absolutely. Let's see here. Always a pleasure. Yep. Yeah, and back to your question again, Darren. Just, really test it. I'm going to take a look at your channel here. Because sometimes I hate giving general advice because it might not apply. Like you might have a really big channel. Hold on here. Darren's general info. Hold on. Darren's general, what is it? General info. Let's see if I can find you here. General info. Why can't I find you? DA. Okay. Hold on here. DARRENS. Why can't it? There you are. Okay. So you got almost 4,000 subscribers. Let me have a look at what's going on here with your channel. I'm going to pull your channel up here, Darren. As I'm looking around. I know you didn't ask for this, and I really hate giving unsolicited advice here, but I'm just give you a little tidbit. I would just be a little bit cautious on adding too much text to your thumbnails. A little bit of text is okay. Sometimes they can get too text heavy. Now, you're right on the line there. I wouldn't put more than you already got. Search. See what kind of views you're getting. Okay, so the majority of your videos are probably under 2,000, I think, for the most of them. So here's what I would say. I would say based on what I'm looking at right now, based on the view counts that you're getting with a lot of your videos, I wouldn't say the premieres are necessarily giving you more search. That could be just a coincidence, right? Like if you were getting 10,000 plus views on each video, but your premieres were getting 20,000 views, then I would say, okay, this is something to look at. But when you're talking about a difference of just, 100 views here or 200 views here, kind of a difference, I wouldn't say that wouldn't convince me that it's premieres that are doing it. However, if you notice those premieres are doing well for you, by all means, keep doing them. As your channel grows, as you get more data, I think you'll be able to make that decision better. Let's see here. Question, I used to have views on my shorts, but now I do not. That's because shorts have become very competitive, right? When people first started doing shorts, there were not a lot of people doing them. It was easier to get views on shorts. Now everybody on YouTube is making shorts. A lot more competitive. a lot of people are uploading really good shorts that are getting hundreds of thousands and millions of views, and that's what you're competing against. So it's becoming a lot more difficult to get views now than it used to be. Yeah, this is true. Premieres can start ranking in search before they premiere. I've had good success setting premieres 1 or 2 days in advance. Yeah, keeping them in search is the key. Yes, absolutely. Carlos Tacos, what's your advice for the noob? The noob, again, I'm going to drop this in the chat, is to go through the YouTube Creator Academy. It's a free series of courses created by YouTube, teaches you how YouTube works. If you're just getting started, you don't understand how things work exactly, start there at the YouTube Creator Academy. Let me see. Take it from me. Learn the tech first. Yes. All right. I think I've got all of them here. Oh, here we go. Hey, Dee, I've got the YouTube formula book. Could you explain or give good examples of re-engagement that the book talks about? Great question. Are you talking about... Hold on here. Let me show you. You're talking about the Daryl Eves YouTube formula book. Let me make sure we're on the same page here. If you're talking about this book, if you're talking about that book right there, YouTube formula, I just received it myself last week and I have not read it yet. So let me finish the book to see where Daryl is coming from with what he's saying with that. And I would be happy. We could do an entire stream actually talking about that book. But I haven't read what he has to say about that yet. So let me read that. And then that'd be great to have an entire stream actually talking about his. Maybe we can have him on. Daryl would probably come on the show actually and answer your questions himself. Maybe we could do that. Build a stream around answering questions about his book. Question, does YouTube automatically pick a highlighted comment? No, but if I think I know what you're talking about. Sometimes if you click a link to go into a video, there's a highlighted comment that shows up. That's just link based. So if you come in the standard way without a specific link, then no, that highlighted comment does not show. I think I know what you're talking about there. And the answer is no. Yes, please. Yeah, I just got it last week. I'm looking. I just haven't had the time to dig into it yet. Daryl's just absolutely a phenomenal person, phenomenal educator. So yeah, let me read the book, and I'm friends with Daryl. I can see if he'll come on the channel and maybe come on for 30 minutes or so and talk about it. That would be pretty cool. Love from Pakistan. How you doing in Pakistan? Pakistan. Is it Pakistan? How do you pronounce it there? Pakistan or Pakistan? Is it a A or a? Hope you're doing well. Nice. The YouTube. Yeah, I hope so. Daryl usually makes the rounds when he's promoting his books and stuff like that. And I know Vid Summit is coming up here in September. So yeah, I can invite him on and maybe we can talk about the book and talk about Vid Summit and all that good stuff. We'll see. I'll shoot him a message and see. I was just excited to finally receive the book. Question, should streams be used for hanging out with your audience and building a relationship or delivering info live or both? It depends on your goals, right? So one way of doing a live stream is just doing a hangout where you're just answering their questions and it's very loose and relaxed. That's how I do my live streams here. Another way of doing your live stream is treating it like a video where you go live, you come in with your hook. Today, I'm going to give you my top 5 video editing apps for iPhone, right? And I go through the list. And when I'm done, I'm done. Boom. Or maybe I do a little bit of Q&A at the end, or you can do a Q&A live stream, or you can just get together and listen to music. You treat your live streams however you want, but just think through what it is that you want to do, right? You can do live streams for growth, where the growth is going to happen. So if you're making a live stream that's more like a video and it's titled like a video, you got a thumbnail like a normal video, and when it's finished, you can actually get replays like a normal video, and you might be able to end up being recommended to people or end up with search-based traffic. But if you're doing a hangout or a Q&A, those generally don't get a lot of replays. Once it's over with, that's usually the end of them. So you can do whatever you want to do. Let me see here. Question. I noticed my channel getting better views on a particular company as far as niche. I like covering another company, so I created a second channel that's Apple focused. Was that a bad idea? Not necessarily. I think there's strength in focusing it. So if you're doing Apple products specifically, this is where I think I made the mistake on my channel. I regret segmenting my audience early on. I wish I would have picked either Android or I wish I would have picked iPhone or iOS, right? If I would have built my entire channel around how to, helping iPhone users succeed on YouTube, I would have been able to build a much stronger and a much more engaged audience, because I know every single video I make for the iPhone or for the iPad, they're going to be interested in it. Instead, I segmented my audience to where if I upload an Android video, iPhone users are not interested. They don't watch it, which means they might not get notified of my next video. If I make an iPhone video, my Android fans don't watch it, and so on and so forth. So I made that mistake. So I in terms of just laser focusing in on an audience, I think you might have done the right thing, right? I mean, you could have played it right the other way too. I don't know what your channel goals are, but people who like Apple, boy, they really like Apple. One thing that you could do though on your other channel is you could do a versus. So you could do, let's just say you're talking about phones. So you could have, Samsung versus iPhone, or, Oppo versus iPhone, and then let people know that you've got an Apple channel. So if they're into Apple, they could come over and watch your Apple channel that way. I warned you, man. When you're like, yeah, I'm getting an Android, I was like, okay, good luck with that. And that was a mistake that, I'm thankful that I've grown my channel, and I'm thankful to everyone who hangs out with me and watches my content. But if I had to do it over, I would have probably just picked iOS probably and just went that way. I'm doing some serious fangirling with both my favorite YouTuber gurus on the same channel. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I have a talk with Daryl. Hopefully he'll do it. I'll ask him and see. Once again, I need to read the book. I'm not even going to reach out to him until I read the book. And I know we were talking about Vid Summit recently, so when it gets a little bit closer to Vid Summit, and after I read the book, then I'll reach out to him and see if he wants to come on the channel. Fingers crossed he will. Good dude. We are not wacky. I don't know, man. My data says otherwise. Okay. On that note, I want to thank every single one of you for hanging out with me today on this Sunday evening or Sunday night or Monday morning, if you're in Asia or in Australia. Hope you had an awesome stream. Give me a thumbs up. If you had a good time, if you learned something, give us a thumbs up. It lets me know that you had a good time. I'll see you guys next Sunday around 7 or 8 p.m. CST. I'm a little bit loose with my schedule in terms of going live stream. Have a great week. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed yourself, and I will catch you guys next Sunday. Have a good one. Bye-bye.